Hello, hello. How's everyone doing this Wednesday evening? Or late evening? Or night? Wherever you are in the world. It's kind of afternoon. It's like that in-between for afternoon and evening for me on a Wednesday. So, hi, I hope everyone's doing fantastic. We're going to continue some shiny hunting here. Still going for our Alolan Raichu and shiny Stufful. So, hello, what's going on? Delphox Dude, Thunder Striker, Cool Steve, Will and Dr. K, Tara Scroll Productions, The Inverted Shadow, Kinetical, Hulk Shooter, Landon Hates Peanuts. Why are you hating on peanuts? Well, unless they could kill you. Maybe you're allergic to peanuts. That would make sense. What's up, Osama? What's up, Alex TV? What's up, Shiny Alex? Hello, hello. We're gonna get started. Just to have as much shiny hunting action as possible. Which I can get started on this Alolan Raichu. I need to double check. Yeah, see, I needed to double check that Stufful to make sure that we're prepared when we run into one. Which I need a Lepa Berry. Hold on. I want to give to you. And then I want to give to you. Alright, now we're ready. Sweet. Okay. Alright, now we're cooking. Hello, now we're getting into the rhythm. You want to really replay Ultra, but you don't want to restart? I mean, you could always buy a second game. I never think that it's a bad decision to own multiple of a same Pokemon game. Because, I mean, there's so much you can do with, like, different games. I mean, if I can help it, I always go with, like, oh, if I, uh-oh, hold on, let me fix something. Let me fix my counter to make sure it's going. There we go, because we're at 702 encounters for that Raichu. So, like, if I have Pokemon Moon, and I want another of the same generation, well, I'm gonna get Pokemon Sun. Right? But let's say I have Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon Ultra Moon, I've played through both. I'll get just another Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun, and make that a special account for whatever. I don't think it's a big deal to have multiple. I don't think it's weird at all to have multiple of, like, the same game. Especially when it comes to Pokemon. It's fun to just play through it sometimes. Because then that way you can play through Moon. Again, send all your cool Pokemon from that game into your main Pokemon Moon DS cartridge. And then restart the other one as many times as you want to replay through it whenever you feel like it. Does that make sense? That's at least how I feel about it. I think I've only done that with Pokemon Red and Blue. Because what I do is I still have them, but, I don't play them anymore, because, I mean, I don't think I have a working, Game Boy Color. But, I would always keep my Red and Blue. Hope I was pressing the wrong button. I'd keep my Red and Blue, and I would never restart them, but I would always, like, play through and keep restarting my Yellow for whatever reason. I don't think I had a reason. Like, I would pick it up, put it down, and then, like, months later, I'm like, oh, I just kind of want to play through Pokemon Yellow, and then I'd play through it. Am I up for riddles? Not at the moment. Maybe in a little bit. Let me get all settled here before we get too into it. Into critical thinking, because I do like 8 hours of critical thinking every day. Any tips for college? Yeah, the best tip that I have for, oh, there's a Stufful, there you go. The best tip that I have for college, study now, party later. Because I get it, it's college, you party, I partied, I had a lot of fun in college, but I studied first and partied later. That is the absolute best advice that I can give. Because I think it rings true no matter what your college experience is, and no matter what defines a party for you. Because, I mean, I was all over the place in terms of, like, what... Did I bestow? I think I bestowed. Sorry, I'm just making sure that the bestow went through. hold on. Let me put that, you know, put a pin in that conversation to remind me what we were talking about here in a sec. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, the leopard berry should have gone through. All right, sweet. Okay, yeah, so it's even, like, no matter what you define as a party, because a party can be so many different things depending on who you are. So, like, when I was in college, I partied, like, woo, party, rave, like, whatever, but I also partied as in, like, yeah, let's have a bunch of beers and just play Dungeons and Dragons. That, to me, is also a party, which was also a lot of fun. But at the same time, study now, party later. It's college. Have fun, have experiences. I mean, a college is a time to be stupid as well, but don't be too stupid. So I think that also rings true. Because, you know, I did some stupid stuff in college, but I never did anything that, like, endangered my life or anything like that. I never did anything, I may have done one or two things that were, like, borderline illegal, like trespassing, which I should not have done at all, and I regret a few of my decisions. But, I mean, even the trespassing wasn't all that big of a deal. Trespassing, it was like going into, like, school sections that I wasn't supposed to go in at, like, at a certain time. It's part of my fraternity stuff. But anyways, we never did anything, like, excessively stupid to the point where there were severe consequences, either legally or, dangerous. So that's, I've already told all this to my brother. My brother's starting college, started college like a week ago, which is crazy, because I remember when he was born, and I'm like, I'm old. But either way, Dungeons and Dragons is so fun. It really is, and I'm so sad that I don't really have the, chance to play it, nowadays. I don't really have a group to do it with, that and it takes up a lot of time, but it's a fun memory in college. Adrian, I'll be checking my P.O. box for your fan mail, so don't worry. I need to go by the my P.O. box. But so thank you for sending me some mail. Yeah, Quillshot the bear is a Gen 7 Pokemon, and it is Stufful. My least favorite school year? My least favorite school year. What do you mean? In terms of like high school or like, what do you mean? Like, in college specifically, or just any year? Any year. By the way, you still owe me a battle on the original Pokemon Sun and Moon. Do I Keknickle? Keknickle? I don't remember this. It must have been like a while ago then that I promised this. If I promised. It might be a while though, so I apologize. So I haven't been into competitive battling for a while. I've been working on my other channel and trying to get this set up in terms of shiny hunting, because shiny hunting is really my passion right now. The game suggestions on Twitter, I have not taken a chance to check out the game suggestions that I've been receiving on Twitter recently, at least today. Yesterday I tweeted out that, hey, I need some game suggestions, and a lot of people gave me some game suggestions, but I haven't been able to check them out yet. Oh, it was when I was hunting for shiny Rowlet. That was a long time ago on the other channel. That was a while back. So I apologize. We'll have to, you may have to just remind me, like, way down the road when I actually do enter, like, battling into the channel. Should I do that? Because right now the channel's focused on shiny hunting, but we'll see how it goes. If the shiny hunt does well, I'll enter in maybe some battling, maybe some playthroughs, walkthroughs, whatever, challenges, Nuzlocks. That's the idea for this channel, but right now we're just seeing how successful we can be shiny hunting, things like that. Well, Keknickle, I try not to, like, give favoritism to, I try not to give favoritism for, like, one specific fan over others. So I don't recommend DMing me on Twitter. Usually I don't respond because I get a lot of DMs. So it's one of those things that, you know, we're gonna have to do like a kind of way in the future. So I apologize about that. What do you think you should SOS for now? SOS for Larvitar, if you can do that one. Larvitar's a pretty alright shiny. Well, especially when you evolve it. Oh, thank you, Adrian Johns. Will I continue my platinum randomizer? Platinum. Oh, there's a pin in that for now. I don't know if I'll continue it. If I do continue it, it would be on this channel. But again, so the same scenario. Let me see how successful we can be right now with this Pokemon content. And then I can move on into other Pokemon stuff. Because that's the reason for me even creating this channel in the first place, is because my Pokemon stuff wasn't successful over on the main channel, the Game Salmon. But I still love Pokemon, and I wanted to have content Pokemon related, so I created a separate channel, Pokesalmon, for me to put all my Pokemon hopes and dreams on YouTube. So I'm still easing into it. That's it. Girls, any girls sliding into my DMs? No. Actually, that's a lie. I've had one person slide into my DMs, and I totally ignored it, because that's not how I operate. Especially, you know, since if I don't know what age they are, and if I don't know who they are, that creeps me out, so don't. I do find it weird. But that's okay. I understand that this is part of the... It's part of the job description for a YouTuber, so I do get it. Oh, thank you, the Inverted Shadow. What did I do to be called a good man? What did I do? I mean, thank you, and I do think of myself as a good person. I just don't know what I just said that would indicate me being a good person. I'm just curious. Alright, sounds good, Not Irishman. I'll be looking forward to see you pop in here in a minute. What do you think I should ask? Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Ooh, shiny Geodude I want to look into before I go for. I think that's a fantastic shiny, but I'm a little worried about it exploding, and so I need to prep for that, and I need to do a little research. Oh, about the girl messaging you. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm a good person. I'm not going to take advantage of, like, a fan in any way, which is also why I avoid DMs entirely unless I actually know the person, because I don't want to get into a scenario. Because come on, this happens, not to me, because I make sure it doesn't happen. That you have let's say a girl. Hold on, let me recycle. Let's say you have a girl who good, found a leopard bear. I was making sure that would go through. Let's say you have a 14-year-old girl who texts a YouTuber who's like 20, and then they get into a conversation. That's already kind of sketchy because of the age difference. And so I would never, and let's say the YouTuber, whether he knows or not that he's talking to a 14-year-old girl, it still gets, you know, you want to make sure that, I don't like having private conversations like that, so that's why I definitely want to avoid any foul play. Not that I would do it, but I don't want to be accused of it just because I would have a conversation with a 14-year-old girl. So that's why I just don't talk. Most of the time, I just do not talk on DMs. Does that make sense? It's to make sure that I'm protected and I don't get into a scenario, not that I would, but that people don't accuse me of foul play. That's the idea. And I think it's a good idea. Should a girl message a guy first or a guy message a girl first? For, like, dating purposes? Either. I think there's too much pressure nowadays on the guy to ask out the girl, because I hate it. Because I get really, like, if there's a girl I like, I get super nervous about that. And I hate that initial, like, hey, do you want to go out? I hate that. I have had, the last person I did go out with, she asked me out, and I'm like, hey, this is a nice change of pace. It didn't work out, you know, we weren't really a match, but I appreciated that, you know, she just took the initiative to ask me out, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of awesome. So really, I think it should be either way. I think girls shouldn't be, pushed away from asking a guy out at all. But I mean, hey, I say especially if you're young. Like I'm still young. I'm 26, but I'm still young. Go for it. Go ahead and send that message. What's the worst that can happen? She says no. Then there you go. That's literally the worst thing that could happen. And I get that, you know, asking someone out, you know, whether you're a girl asking out a guy or a guy asking out a girl and you like the person, I get it. It's scary. You know, some people are just very afraid of rejection. And it's one of those things, it's like, well, you know, if you don't try, you won't know. So that's my view on it. And even still, I get very apprehensive about asking girls out or women out, so I totally get it. I totally get it. My girlfriend dumped me last Friday because she found someone new and I was too much of a gentleman. Oh, too much of a gentleman? If she dumped you because she found someone else, you're too good for her. Like, you're too good for her. 100%. Like, if a girl's gonna do that to you, she's not worth the time and effort, because she's not giving you that time and effort. So just let her go and find someone better. And the fact that you're a gentleman, that's awesome. And too much of a, I'm not sure what you mean by too much of a gentleman, like, oh, trying to fight for her back or anything like that. Nah, just let her go. She's not worth it. At least that's absolutely my opinion. I mean, I really do believe that, you know, if you're a good person and you know I mean, some people, everyone makes mistakes, everyone does maybe not so awesome things, but I believe that, you know, most of the people in this world are good people. And that everyone does deserve to be with someone that compliments them. And maybe she'll eventually find someone that compliments her, but I do believe that everyone does deserve someone who stays with them and, you know, is in it for better or for worse. And I get the whole, like, oh, I'm a good guy, and so, you know, girls are into the bad boy thing. That is something that's always confused me, because I am one of the, you know, I would say I was a goody two-shoes. I was, like, when I was in elementary. Like, I was a total goody two-shoes. I was one of those straight A's. I'm going to come in with a collared shirt on days where I don't need a collared shirt. Total goody two-shoes. But I was always confused how, like, girls are more geared towards dating, like, the bad boy or whatever. Still confuses me. I feel like that's what I see on Tinder all the time. But hey, to me, that makes it that much more special when I do find someone that, or when you or me or whoever, when a good person finds someone who does like them for their personality and how good of a person they are, that makes it that much more special. Because I mean, look at all these people, at least a lot of them, you know, of course there's always exceptions. Look at all these people who are going to like all these girls who are going with the bad boy guys. They end up being hurt, they end up being rejected, the relationship doesn't last long, it can possibly be abusive, a lot of the times maybe they're cheated on. And so they'll eventually come around to more towards the good guy personality, because then they'll realize that, oh, this is the kind of guy that I should be hanging out with. And the same thing for guys. I don't mean to pick on girls here, and I don't mean to say that girls make bad decisions. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes either a girl or a guy, I think it might be just human nature, that sometimes we go towards people that are more risks. I don't know what the answer to that is, but, or what the reason for that would be, but I do feel that we eventually learn as human beings who we're supposed to belong with, what personality traits work with us, and complement our own personality traits. Does that make sense? I'm kind of rambling at this point and being very philosophical. But I hope this is all good information, because really, it's information that, I believe is worth it to have, no matter what age you are. Or really, if you're really young, if you're like younger than 11, then all this information just doesn't, you might be going over your head. So, either way. No, I still haven't found the shiny Raichu. We're working on it, though. What's after Raichu? So after Raichu, I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how well my shiny setup is over here. I need to double check to see if I have like a Smeargle or anything like that for shiny hunting over here. I might have to work on that. But I'm thinking maybe going for Poipole and doing another gift Pokemon. Would I be able to hunt a Catmon and name it Toby? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your cat. Really, I don't want to, like, promise anything. I don't like making promises like that, just because I want to make sure I don't overstep a boundary of, like, giving any particular fan favoritism over others who are participating in the chat just as much as everyone else. So I can't promise anything at all, and really, nicknames are something that we're going to come up with on the fly as we get the shiny Pokemon. Can't seem to get a girlfriend. I'm a gentleman. I keep getting rejected every time. Well, it also depends on what age you are, because, like, maybe you're going after the wrong girls. Maybe you're going after those girls that, you know, don't have that complimentary personality for you. Maybe try going after a different type of girl. A girl with a different personality. And plus high school, high school's a drama fest. So really, I wouldn't worry if you don't have a girlfriend or do have a girlfriend in high school. I only dated one person in high school. I dated her for a year and a half, and then she ended it. And that was my first, like, love, and so I was, like, destroyed. Looking back at it, I'm like, I totally get it. Plenty fish of the sea. I made such a bigger deal about it than I should have. Totally. And so, I wouldn't worry too much about it in high school. As you mature and as you grow up, you'll get a better idea of relationships. I mean, especially in high school. High school, I mean, unless you're like particular people who just is a serial dater and just dates all these different girls, which I don't recommend, by the way. I don't think it's good for anyone. Really, I think, like, over the course of high school, you'll have, like, I'd say, if I were to guess, average 2 to 3 girlfriends. And, I mean, this is the first time you would be experimenting with dating anyways. And so, really, all dating is trying to find that person or trying to find what you like in a person. And that way, like, as you date more and more girls, you learn, you know, what works for you. I feel like some people focus on, I need to have a girlfriend, I need to have a girlfriend. And that's not what you should be going for. You should be going for, like, I want to find a person that I enjoy spending time with. Yeah, and there have been some dates I've gone out with girls that I liked them, and I went out with them, and then, you know, after 1 or 2 dates, you know, we kind of realized that, oh, you know, it's not really working, so let's not worry about it here. It's about finding a person. And sometimes it takes a while. Like, I'm 26. I haven't found the one yet, but I'm confident I will. You know, I just gotta keep trying. I gotta put myself out there. It gets harder nowadays, I feel. I mean, I am on Bumble, I am on Tinder, I am on these, like, online dating sites. I haven't treated them, like, super seriously. I may eventually, but I don't have a lot of time right now for a girlfriend, and so I don't want to get into a relationship with someone and not be able to give them the time that they need, you know? I think it'd be very selfish of me. Is it bad to be 16 and engaged? like, legitimately engaged, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a little soon. I wouldn't recommend it. I would highly recommend waiting until definitely after minimum you get your high school degree before you start having those conversations, which is just my opinion. I don't think it's inherently a bad thing because, you know, everyone has a different story, everyone has a different path. So really, it's not my place to say if it's bad or not. I can only offer my opinion, and whatever my opinion is, that's just for you. Okay, we're getting into... Okay, some people are starting to ask me some really deep questions. And it's starting to make me a little uncomfortable. Because I don't want to get too specific about certain things, especially if I believe that it's not my place to say anything. Does that make sense? I am only a streamer and a YouTuber, and I just make videos, and I don't claim to be an expert at relationships or advice or love or anything like that at all. And so I just want to make sure that that's very clear. Does that make sense? So I think if we start steering the direction, like, I'm okay with, like, offering just general relationship advice and my views on relationship, and then you could just take that information and run with it and do whatever with it that you feel like. And again, everything that I'm talking about is opinions. Like, Omar has a different opinion than me. Omar isn't looking for specific relationships like I am, because we both have different views on, like, relationships and when we should start treating them seriously. His view is more like, we're young, let's, you know, I'm trying to, like, think of the right words here. Like, we're young, let's be young. And now from my view is, like, if I find the one, I'm gonna lock that down. If that makes sense. Oh god. That is, wow, you literally, Angelman, you literally asked me the most interesting, well, like, the most controversial question on the face of this earth, and I don't mind answering it. Now, bear with, because, like, alright, I'll make one note on abortion, because I'm not afraid of voicing my opinion. And, of course, you can absolutely have your own opinion, and no matter what opinion you have on abortion, I love you either way. And I don't, because I understand both sides of abortion. I really do. I understand the viewpoints. Now, my viewpoint is, I'm against abortion. My brother is adopted, and his birth mother was very young, was not ready to have a child, and that woman was brave enough to go through what she did to have my brother and to make sure he got a good home. And I don't know what the heck I would do without my brother. After 18 years being a big brother to that young man, I would not give that up for the world. Now, I understand there's, like, a lot of, you know, like, oh, we have issues with overpopulation, we have issues with, you know, it's the woman's right, and it's the issues with all these other things, and I totally understand those, and I think all of them, more or less, are valid points. I think some aren't, but, you know, I totally understand. And I'm not against abortion for religious views at all. I'm against it because, I mean, I legitimately do believe, outside of religion, that birth does begin at conception, but that's just me. And I understand, like, everyone has their own view over this kind of stuff, and so I am one to respect other people's opinions and have these conversations, which is why I'm not afraid of voicing my opinion. So I hope that all makes sense. At least my point of view. Now, if you don't have the same point of view, totally fine. A-okay. No problem. Yeah, but it is a very controversial topic. It's very controversial. And I don't think either side should be demonized either way. All right, what's the next controversial topic? I swear, please don't be a shiny Stufful, because that would be the highlight video. Okay, good. I want to let that kind of like go back into the archives and not have that in a video, because I generally don't like talking about political stuff, because it is really a political topic. It's probably, in my opinion, the most political topic that both answers, depending on which side you're on, they are both correct answers. But I just have my personal view. I hate politics too. But I think that's I think it's good to talk and actually have conversations. Because, I mean, nowadays, I feel like 50% of the streamers or YouTubers that if you were to ask the same question, they would yell at you for having a certain opinion, and I don't like that. You know, we all have to talk about things. Domestic violence, how do you think, what do I think is the best way to solve domestic violence? Providing supports to those women who are abused. Really just making sure that those women, or women who have the potential, or who might be in those scenarios, have access to supports to get them out of those horrible scenarios. Now that's something that I think we all agree on. Domestic violence is bad. You shouldn't hit each other. You know, especially, you know, you especially shouldn't hit your partner. Someone who you've decided you're going to spend the rest of your life with. They should not be living in fear of you, and you should not be living in fear from your partner at all. So making sure that those supports are going to be provided, those supports. Whether you're male or female. I mean, the most common scenario is a woman being the victim in those scenarios, but it made me cringe that I instantly thought of women. Yeah, because that's the population that is most. I mean, if you're thinking like just terms of general numbers, unless I'm wrong, which I very well could be, but I'm pretty sure statistics would say, like, just by sheer number, in terms of domestic violence issues, women suffer the most. Now, I'm not saying that other people don't suffer as well, and that everyone, no matter what, should have opportunities to be able to go seek help. So, anyways, we're gonna move on here. Why don't we do that? Next controversial topic: jazz or lo-fi? Yo, I mean, I've been listening to so much lo-fi. Lo-fi is so awesome, man. Lo-fi is so cool. I love lo-fi. Like, I turn on lo-fi. I just like go to YouTube, type in lo-fi, find a playlist, and just play it as I go to sleep. I love lo-fi. Logan Paul or KSI? Do you mean TSI or KSI? Because, I mean, either way, I don't think they're both, I mean, yeah, those two are very entertaining people. I know a little bit more about Logan Paul than I do KSI. And what I know about Logan Paul makes me not like Logan Paul, which makes me want to pick KSI. But then again, I don't know much about KSI, and I think KSI might be as controversial. Really, I don't know. I don't like picking sides with either people I don't know or people who I know are just bad people. Because I don't think, I mean, I think inherently we're all, you know, we're not born bad people at all. However, I think Logan Paul pushes the buttons too much to the point where, like, it's offensive. And I think the way he goes about treating, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He's a very entertaining guy. You gotta give him that. It's like Keemstar. There's a lot of controversy over Keemstar. Keemstar might be not the best person in the world, but he's entertaining. It's like Mike Tyson. Is Mike Tyson who I'm thinking of? There's a famous boxer. It's like either him or someone else. There's like a famous boxer who an amazing boxer, extremely entertaining to watch boxing wise, but is a total jerk whenever you interview him. Does that make sense? Or is it different? Like, I can respect the talent, but I don't really respect the person. Does that make sense? So maybe, for example, here's a good example. You know, the presidency, like, there's always controversy, like, especially the last several presidencies, like, all the way back through Clinton. Like, oh, you know, I hate my president, you know, all these things like that. I think it's okay if you're not a big fan of the president, but I think the office of the presidency should be respected. It's like, I respect the office of the presidency, even though the man or woman who might be in that position may not be lining up with what I like, you know? Alright, that Stufful went down, so that's not good. Alright, so I have to just pay attention now. I hate it when that brutal swing comes around. How do I feel about surrogacy? I don't see any issue with surrogacy. Personally, I don't think it's the... If I'm like, what, another woman being the person for... Yeah, no, I have no... To be honest, I don't really see it as a controversial topic at all. Yeah, damn, Sam went there. I don't care about going there at all. I just go there every day. I hope I'm... Like, whenever I talk about subjects like this, I make sure not to present them in a controversial way or like an accusatory way, because I think we all need to make sure we have conversations like this, because that's how we develop as a people. That's how we do it. What's up, Jamie Wise? How's it going? What's going on, Alan? I almost called you Alvin, but it's Alan. I see that now. I don't want to hunt freaking Pokemans. I want to hunt womans. You want to hunt them Poke-womans? Okay. Microsoft or Sony? Ooh. That's a tough question, actually. I'm gonna have to say Microsoft. I'm gonna say Microsoft. I don't think I have a particular reason. I just think Microsoft. Sam, why will you not notice me? Well, it's because I have a lot of people in the chat, and it's not that I'm not noticing you, it's just that I haven't yet, and that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves that I need to, like, you know, relax on, to be honest, because I get that all of you are here to get my attention, and I totally understand that, I really do. Sometimes it's very hard for me to make sure that I give everyone that little bit of attention, especially with a lot of people in the chat, so I apologize. Well, really, you know what? I take that back. I shouldn't apologize, because it's hard for a streamer to read and keep everyone in the chat on the, you know, on the same page in terms of, well, being able to read every single comment. So I'm not going to apologize, but I'm just letting you know, Josh Trapp, that I can't, because that's what I like about shiny hunting, because I can engage with the chat, but sometimes I just don't see a comment from you, and that's just kind of how it goes, because I know there's a lot of other people who have said things, and I know that I've missed a lot of comments, and I apologize. Well, no, I take it, I'm very apologetic, so no, I take that back, because that's not really my fault. It's not something that I can, you know, readily deal with. Hold on, I need to get my charger. Where is that? Oh, there it is. It's at my feet. Got it. Oh no, my head's cut off. There it is. There we go. We're good now. Where am I wanting to go next? I don't know what that means. Wanting to go next in the game, wanting to go next in life. I'm not sure what you mean. That could mean a lot of different things. I just hoping for some specifics. Yeah. Angel Moon, so personally, as a person, I don't mind these type of questions, and sometimes I like having conversations like this. I think that, you know, we've talked about for like 20 minutes in terms of more controversial topics. And even though I don't mind a lot of these controversial topics as long as I'm talking to people that are respectful as we discuss them, I think that just right now, it's just best to, you know, keep it light, you know? I think it'd just be best. What's going on, True Moo Purdue? Person like Raichu better. Oh yeah. Oh, the classic Raichu. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just think I love both Raichus. I love the regular Raichu. I love the classic Raichu, and I also love the Alolan Raichu. I just love the Alolan Raichu. I don't really know why I do more than the classic variant. I think it's just because it just looks cuter to me. However, the classic Raichu just looks badass. It's awesome. It's fantastic. Where am I wanting to go next in real life? Like, what is my next step in the journey? I don't know. It depends on if I make it on YouTube. If I make it on YouTube, well, I'll, you know, start going the YouTube route. Maybe move to LA and try to make a living off of YouTube for 5-6 years. Now, if I don't quite make it on YouTube, I mean, and the plan is, at least for next year for sure, I want to get a job in the school systems somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Maybe Texas, maybe Arizona. Hell, maybe in California. But get a job and work and help kiddos get access to the general curriculum should they have autism issues or ADHD, behavioral concerns, and just making sure that they can access the curriculum the best that they can. That's kind of part of my job as a psychologist once I get my degree, which I am almost. If everything goes well, I should have my degree in May. Just making sure. I got to get my dissertation done, which is hard. Dissertations are hard. They are. Gotta love the dissertation. Throwing that out there. But the true question is, where is that shiny Stufful? We're at 400 encounters over there, and it's like, what's going on? What's going on, man? Why would you show up? You try to be big on YouTube, and when you get way older, you go into your school psychologist career. Yeah, true, but really right now it has to be both, like, getting a job and still keep doing YouTube to see if I make it, because I need money, and YouTube doesn't pay enough bills, and it doesn't. I can't live off my YouTube money. YouTube helps, and it makes it so I don't have to get a job at McDonald's, which is awesome, and I appreciate you guys helping me out and watching my streams and doing all that stuff. But yeah. How do I get shiny charms so quickly? I get shiny charms quickly best by trading. Trading and trading and trading and trading and trading. Just to get it under your belt. I think that's the best way. Sometimes it's quicker to get a Huntail rather than like catching a Clamperl, trying to trade with a friend. It's just easier to just trade for the Pokemon. I mean, you guys can ask me a riddle now, I guess. I think it's fine. What's up, Styes Fruit? Shiny Rattata. I kind of like the idea of going for a shiny Rattata next. We can just kind of decide as a group and check. You guys can like throw some options out there for me to shiny hunt next, and then I'll go from there and I'll make my own decision. But I'll base it off of what you guys want. So shiny Rattata is definitely going to be an option that we decide. One of the options. What character do I want to see be added to Smash Ultimate? My number one character I want to see be placed into Smash Ultimate is Isaac from Golden Sun. I also want Geno from the Super Mario RPG. I also want Skull Kid from Legend of Zelda. I'd also like to see, there's been some talk about Vati from The Legend of Zelda, more like Toon Link's bad guy. I'd like to see that Zelda enemy in there. I'd also like to see Bandana D from Kirby. I think all of those would be excellent additions to Ultimate. And I think all of them have a really good chance to be placed into Ultimate as well. So I'm really excited. Ha! I'd be overqualified for McDonald's if I played, because I played Mac Tonight so much. No, that makes sense. I think I'd be overqualified either way. And I have a message from my artist. Oh, that's pretty solid. I have a guy, I have an artist. I don't want to reveal anything yet. I have an artist working on something for me that I've commissioned. I have special sponsor badges that I'm having especially commissioned, so that if you sponsor me, you get a badge, and then the longer you sponsor, the better badge you get. And it's, oh, I love the design so far, because it's all the same design, but like, oh, you get a bronze version of the medal, and then silver, then gold, and then a couple other things, then diamond, and then, well, maybe something above diamond. I'm still working out the kinks, but, oh, man, you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. And it's gonna be, right now, those badges, like, once they're ready to go, we're gonna put them on the regular channel, the main, not the regular channel, the main channel. I don't want to say regular. The main channel, the non-Pokemon channel. And then once I'm able to put them on the Pokemon channel, then I will. Like, once people are able to sponsor me on this channel. But yeah, it's, oh man, they're looking sweet, and I'm loving it. And Juju, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Love you. Love all my subs. I love everyone. I love it every time someone throws out a sub there. You gotta love it. You do. Hello, Mama Frimp. Shiny. Let's go. Over here. Ah. I thought I could call it. I was wrong. I can never call it. It's always when you're not paying attention to to the shiny hunt that the shiny appears. I don't think I've ever had a shiny where I was paying attention to the game where a shiny popped up. Does that make sense? What are the odds for these two Pokemon? Excellent question. Over here, we have a 1 in 600 odd. I think it's 1 in 680 something, and 1 in 685, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. And then over here, it should be 1 in 4,000 something. So about a little over 1 in 4,000, a little over 600. So this one's the more difficult shiny hunt, but yeah. Can we trade? Not right now. That's probably something that will be tabled for a while. I don't plan on doing any sort of trading anytime soon. That might be something to discuss later on once the channel's a little bit more successful, once we know we have a lot of people watching. Yeah, stuff like that. See, Shiny Alex, over here, it is a 1 in 1,300 chance, but once we hit 70 encounters, it reduces to like 1 in 600. So the odds increase over time over here for this one. Yeah, that's one thing, like if you're not paying attention to the shiny hunt, you don't want to accidentally kill the shiny. That's why I always make sure to attend to the game every once in a while and really make sure, like, hey, that is definitely not a shiny. Okay, therefore it's okay to kill it. And then I move on reading stuff. Read Taurus Girl's question. Okay, and then she just posted it. All right. I have trouble making new friends because of my anxiety. The only The only friends I have either make fun of me for what I like or just straight up ignore me. Well, first of all, that doesn't mean they're friends. That you know, friends don't do that. I mean, some do in joking ways. I mean, there's also, like, you could, like, say, hey, guys, you know, I don't appreciate you making fun of me or ignoring me. You could just, you know, not in an accusatory way. I don't want you to, like, confront them and be like, hey, stop ignoring me, or hey, stop making fun of me, but just be like, hey, you know, we're friends, and I don't really like it when you make fun of me or just ignore me completely, for whatever scenario. And if they ideally they would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you felt that way. Here, you know, let's not make fun of you as much anymore. But if they continue to do it, they're really friends. Now, in terms of, like, making more friends, in terms of countering anxiety, one of the, you know, you have to realize, you know, you gotta put yourself out there to make friends. But I understand, you know, if you have issues with anxiety, I'm not sure if I have a specific answer for you other than, because I don't want to suggest you get counseling, because I don't know everything about you, of course, and I think it wouldn't be my place to suggest counseling or anything. But sometimes counseling or therapy can give you ways to get over those humps. I mean, there are behavioral cognitive techniques to help you get over anxiety and to make new friends. I really would suggest Googling this stuff and trying to find answers from these clinical psychologists or psychiatrists that have a better, who are in a better position to give you that information than I am. Because I get it, I'm studying psychology, and I can only give you as much advice up to a point, because if I start giving you advice, there's some legal stuff there. It's like, oh, does that make you my client? And then, am I now responsible for you? And I need to make sure I don't cross that boundary. Now, of course, I don't have a license yet at all. If I had a license, that would definitely be an issue, but I don't want to accidentally get into anything like that. But looking into some cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, I think those types of techniques really do help with anxiety, depression, anything like that. And it is a process. You know, there's no quick fix for anxiety. There's no quick fix for depression. And people who have depression and anxiety, I keep talking about those two specific things. There's other things that, you know, can be dealt with using cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT. People who have these issues, they learn to live with them. They are never cured. Like, you know, we are who we are, but we can learn ways to help cope with them in a way that makes us happier and get through life that much easier. Does that make sense? I would really suggest, Horus Girl, that you go do a little bit of research yourself, and look into specifically some cognitive behavioral techniques. It sounds like, you know, this is something that you want to get over. You want to help get over your anxiety, and that's good that you seem to want to do that, and that's something to I'm trying. I got a little off track from what I was gonna say. Basically, therapy only works if you want it to work, and also therapy is work. And like these techniques are work, and you just have to, you know, they may not work right away. It's a process. You actually learn how to use the technique yourselves. Use the techniques yourself to better cope with depression and anxiety, if that makes sense. Like, and everyone has different coping mechanisms, and different people have different ways that it would work for them. So the Colossal D just said, whenever I get anxiety from college work, you go to the gym and release some stress, and then ideally go back to that college work. So that's his way of dealing with that stress. And again, you know, that's not, you know, I don't want to be, this isn't my role. I'm not a therapist here. I'm not. I am just a streamer who's encouraging you to get the best help that you need, should you need that help, and, like, sometimes Google has better answers than I can produce, so... Oh, that answers your question. Can you... Pokesalmon, can you say... Shout out to Christian, Lugin, Brandon, Lugin, and Anthony Lugin. Luhan? Lugin or Luhan? So there you go. I hope that was all correct enough. So I'm texting my friend group to check on a check on something. I'm checking on making sure the coloring for my art that was just commissioned works. There we go. The odds of a shiny Zubat? Well, it totally depends on where you're shiny hunting and in what game and using what method. So, I mean, tell me what method you're doing, and I can give you more accurate answers there. And if you have the shiny charm or not, because if you don't have the shiny charm, that raises the odds quite a bit, which isn't ideal. Ideally, you want to lower the odds. And there you go. Oh, happy early birthday, Taurus girl! I didn't see that. I saw someone. Oh, happy early birthday! Your birthday's in November. Okay, you don't get a happy birthday yet. That's in 3 months. No, that's in 4 months. September, October. Well, September, October, November. Okay, 3 months. Either way. Making me jump the gun there. You jerks. You know, for a Wednesday afternoon, we have a lot of people watching, which I respect. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope I'm not getting in the way of everyone's homework or schoolwork or whatever's going on with you guys. I mean, I got some work to do, but, you know, I can spend some time doing this stuff. Did I know that I could shiny hunt with Snorlax? You can kind of shiny hunt with anyone in ways, but, I guess, I'm not sure what do you mean shiny hunting with Snorlax? Like, what does Snorlax bring to the table in terms of shiny hunting? Am I going to do more Nuzlocks? Yeah, we had a bit of a conversation about this earlier. Right now, any, like, Pokemon playthrough is on hold unless I can see that this channel is going to be successful. And if so, and after we get some shinies under our belt and, you know, I hopefully establish myself as a shiny hunter in the Pokemon community, I hope to slowly move into having those playthroughs. But we'll see how it goes. But right now, you know, I want to not bite off more than I can chew. I just want to kind of focus in on what I know or think that I can be successful on. I don't want to be doing 50 things at once, because if I do that and I bite off more than I can chew, I don't want to have to drop the playthrough. You know, that makes sense. No charms. The method is help search. The area is forest. The game is Ultra Moon. So for your Zubat, no charm. Just search. What do you mean? What do you mean search? 420 Stufful. Just realized that. Just throwing that out there. What do you mean search? SOS? Or just running around searching for a Zubat? Because if it's running around searching for a Zubat, those odds are like 1 in 4,000. If you SOS, that goes down. I'm not sure by how much. I would actually highly suggest you go get the shiny charm, because that's going to help your odds by like 1/3. Oh yeah, like, I mean, this channel is already growing, and already, thanks to the success of the other channel, that really gave this channel the oomph to make sure I have an audience. So it's all about building my Pokemon audience, and then once I build my Pokemon audience, then I'll then I'll have a better idea what content you guys would be interested in as I kind of play with content other than shiny hunting. So yeah, that's the idea, Angel Moon. Oh, what Stufful is doing? Okay, that's called SOS chaining. And so yeah, I don't know what your odds are, because it starts out as 1 in 4,000, but then reduces when you hit 70 SOS, like hit 70 in the SOS chain. You did some research and it says that Alolan Geodude learns self-destruct at level 24. Okay, so if there's an area where I can SOS Geodude where he's under level 24, then yeah, that would be a decent one. I want to hunt a non-yellow shiny right now. So maybe not Geodude yet, because I think the Alolan Geodude shiny is yellow. It is that gold color. But as we see, we got, you know, the Pichu's gold. This one has kind of like that at least brownish gold tint. This guy has this guy's yellow. I'm gonna hunt something a different color. You know, I wanna change it up a little bit, if that all makes sense. So thank you for doing that research for me. Saves me a few clicks of the mouse. But I love Geodude shiny, man. Both regular and Alolan. So that's definitely something that I do want to go for eventually. I mean, ideally, I want to go for all the shiny Pokemon ever. But, I mean, hey, we got to pick 2 at a time. 2 at a time. Shiny Dragonair or Gible? Oh, Shiny Dragonair for sure. Oh, hands down. Not that I don't like Gible shiny, but I think Shiny Dragonair, that's just beautiful. A beautiful pink color. You know what I'm saying? You got a shiny Pichu from a Zubat? I'm not sure. Are you saying a Zubat? Well, hold on. Are you, Styes Fruit, are you saying a Zubat called in a shiny Pikachu? I want to see if that's what you're saying. Shiny Dragonair. I want to shiny hunt some Pokemon that are kind of lower leveled to make it a little easier for me. Because if I go straight into like the higher leveled Pokemon, that creates a lot of different issues. Especially with keeping my Smeargle alive. It is what I'm saying.
Styes Fruit, that's impossible.
Zubats cannot call in Pichus, therefore it could not have called in a shiny Pichu. So please don't make up stories just to get my attention. That's what I was gonna ask, because I knew I was pretty sure that's what you were saying, and I was just trying to double check before I called you out, which I don't like doing. So, you know, don't lie to me, my dude. You were joking? Well, then say you're joking. That's the biggest problem with live streams, because a lot of people do come in and try to get my attention or other streamers' attention by just completely making something up. And so what you should do is have it all in the same line, just so the streamer knows you're joking if he sees your comment. So if you say, "Oh, I got a shiny Pichu, JK," you know, just all in the same line, just so the streamer knows what's going on. Oh, I know my Smeargle was already dead, but that's why I have Recover. It helps out the streamer, so, you know, you don't get put on blast for no reason. I do know it's Raining Taco's song. 100%. It's a fantastic song. It's like my favorite. I sing it every time I go get a Chipotle burrito. Oh my god, now I want a Chipotle taco. I may have that for dinner. Do I want a burrito or do I want tacos? I don't know. I do not know. It's from Fortnite, the default skin. Oh. See, that just went over my head. I don't really understand what's going on at this point. That's okay. Sorry, I just wanted to check something real quick. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries, Charlotte. At all. We still have people coming in, which kind of indicates to me that maybe the notifications aren't going out as quickly as they should whenever I start the stream, which kind of has been a problem for a long time. I don't know if YouTube has really actively been trying to fix that. Should that be the case? So hey, at least now you're here. Now you're here. So no problem. What does bacon have to do with french fries? Yo, have you had bacon on your french fries? Throwing a little, like sour cream, got some chives in there, throwing a whole bunch of stuff. It's great. I love loaded fries. Loaded fries. Throw some bacon in there, baby. Chili cheese fries, too. Love those. Oh, Shiny Delmise is a really good Pokemon. Because I know where to get a Shiny Delmise, and it's actually very hard to get one to show up. But what level does it show up at Pony Island? Because that might be something I want to entertain, maybe trying to get sometime soon. I do love loaded anything. And yes, that is what she said. Absolutely. Oh, did I go up? It is, okay. Making sure my counter's working. Whoops, recycle. You start high school next year, any advice? Listen to your teachers and pay attention to the syllabus. You should, or the sheet that, like, tells you what all the assignments are and, like, just pay attention. High school is more intimidating than it seems when you get into it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. Shiny Charmeleon's pretty cool to go through. I may try to get a Shiny Charmeleon in Pokemon Y later on. Yeah, but I'm gonna look that up. Shiny Delmise. Let's see if other people have gotten Shiny Delmise. So you do SOS for it, so that's good to know. Oh, did it go up? There it is. Let's see here. What yeah, see, it's level 42. I don't want to do anything with that high of a level right now. I'm gonna start with the lower levels, get some shinies under my belt, and then I can push that direction. Once I have a better, understanding of how I'm gonna go about going for those Pokemon. God, 800 on the Pikachu, but that's okay. We're nowhere near odds, so I understand. Because it's unfortunate. Gift Pokemon are not affected at all by the, oh, did that go up? Good. Shiny, gift Pokemon are not affected at all by the, Shiny Charm, which sucks. I feel like they should. It'd make it easier. That would mean, like, oh, over here we're approaching odds, which we're like a fourth of the way through odds. So just kind of crossing our fingers to see if we can get a little lucky over here. And then Stufful's just being a butt, because we're approaching odds over here. Yeah, Shiny Delmise is red. It's like red algae. For sure. I kind of want to go over to like Route 1 or 2 and just see what we can find. Or the route under, like the one under your house in this game. Know what I'm saying? I don't have a way to get shiny Chimchar right now, so that's going to be something that we figure out later. How many total shiny Pokemon have I caught? Well, you see that... Well, total in terms of my lifetime, in terms of how many Pokemon I've... shiny Pokemon I've caught, probably near, like, 70, 80 shiny Pokemon that I've hunted actively. And a couple, like, thrown in terms of, like, random shinies that have appeared for me. But you see that number in the top left-hand corner of the screen? That's how many shinies we've gotten for this channel. And right now, it's only been that Pichu that's sitting up there. And hopefully, we'll have shiny Stufful to place up there once we get him. And we'll put him right next to the Pichu. Should I put Stufful right next to the Pichu, or should I just replace the Pichu with the Stufful? I was always thinking about having, like, a bunch of shiny Pokemon up there just to show, like, oh, like, look what we've gotten recently, you know? That's, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. Ash, thank you for the sub. Yo, am I being rated right now? Wait a sec. Yo, wait a minute. Numu Clan raid? Yo, who is this? Ace Trainer, Joho? Joho. How do you say that? Foho? Or the PH could be anything. Yo, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Oh, there you are, Ace Trainer. I'm gonna check you out here in a bit. I'm gonna pull up your channel so I can check you out a little later. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you shiny hunting? I got. Oh, you were resetting for Guzzlord. Guzzlord's a fun one to go for. On my other channel before I separated out my channels for like a Pokemon only. I went for Guzzlord, and Guzzlord's a fun one to go for. It took me a while. How many? Does anyone remember how long it took me for that Guzzlord? Yeah, a little over odds. I think it was like 1,600 maybe. But good luck trying to get that Guzzlord. It's a fun one when it finally shows up, because it's one of those Pokemon that as soon as it shows up, you're like, that's a shiny. You don't have to think. Yo, so Ace Trainer, Fujoho, I think it's Fujoho. I'm gonna see how you pronounce your name. So thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. And guys, if you want to go check out Fujoho, go click on his channel. So thank you so much. You're on 260. Do you have the shiny charm for him? Do you have the shiny charm? Because I'm pretty sure that's gonna help a lot, especially for that shiny hunt, man. That's definitely gonna be something. For sure. Yeah, we got some Undertale songs going. Just for now. Mostly it's Pokemon remixes, but we do have, you know. You do? Okay, good, because I always encourage, like, one of the #1 things, like, people ask me in terms of, like, shiny hunting. It's like, or, hey, I'm gonna shiny hunt something. What should I shiny hunt? And I'm like, do you have the shiny charm? No? Go get the shiny charm. It's gonna help out so much. It really does. Yeah, Guzzlord's a pretty difficult shiny, but hey, it's... I love shiny hunting for those Ultra Beasts. Might be something I might want to shiny hunt over here pretty soon. I'm not going to play It's Raining Tacos because then I'll get a copyright issue. Thank you, Angel Moon. You're still hunting Absol, and it's been almost 3 years. That is a long time. That is a long time. How does one get the shiny charm in Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? Complete the Alolan Pokedex. So just complete the Pokedex that's in front of you for the game. Oh, recycle. You're at Japan for the Safari Zone. For Pokemon Go? Wait a minute. Wasn't there? Wait a minute. What day is it? It's September. No, it's the 29th. Oh, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Wasn't there something about... Wait, is tomorrow... What's tomorrow? Hold on. I need to make sure I pay my rent on time. Okay, cool. I have 2 more days. Alright, I'm gonna pay my rent tomorrow. No! I don't want to get any late fees. Because my apartment complex will gouge me in late fees if I don't pay my rent on time. What was I saying? Yeah, Shiny Wingull came out Japan exclusively? That's what I was looking for, because Wingull should be available worldwide in a few days. Because then once it's available worldwide, the shiny chances actually increase exponentially if it's going to follow mine and Plusle and Rosalia. So I just want to make sure I don't miss that. And I am aware of Moltres Day, which I believe is September 8th, I think. Don't quote me on that. I only saw the notification while I was in a meeting. And Waluigi El Crack! It's a weird name. Thank you so much for the sub. Greatly appreciated. Always is. You're absolutely right with the dual shiny hunting. Let me fix that. Dual. Thank you for catching that. So that's fixed. Thank you for the subscription and beanie. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, even with or without the charm, you can always get a little bit lucky and, you know, get a shiny in 126 encounters, 38 encounters. Yeah, so Cage, you were just super lucky. Yeah. I see a lot of people shiny hunting along with me here, which is pretty awesome. Horizon, thank you for the subscription. I'm assuming that a lot of these people are coming over from our friend Fajoho's stream. Is it Fajoho? Is that how you're saying your name? Oh, Beanie's your daughter. Well, oh, fantastic. It's always good to have family members join in because they're forced to subscribe because of their mother, which is also fine. I encourage forced subscriptions. Absolutely. On penalty of death. Oh, you came from the Discord. Okay, well, I'm glad a lot of people are joining in from the Discord. And if you guys aren't part of the Discord, go down into the description. There should be a link that allows you access to the Discord. See you later, Angel Moon. So fantastic. Heck yeah. Pichu or Pikachu. You always call him Phil, but pronounce it like Fojo. Fajo. I'm gonna just try to say Phil then. If you know, as long as I remember. I'm really bad with names. That's why I always go with, like, you know, what the name is that their channel name is. Fojo? Fojo? Is it Fojo or Fojo? Now you have the semantics difference there. So Phil's his name, so that's good to know. It's good to try to remember. You know, especially because he was so kind enough for him to raid me, which I greatly appreciate. Raids, you know, raids make the YouTube world go round. Fojo, got it. That's easy. That's a little less stressful for me to pronounce, rather than Fojo. Sounds like I'm rushing the word. Fojo. How have I not gotten to Pichu after 813 encounters? Well, odds over here are actually 4,000. I have the shiny charm over here, but it just so happens that gift Pokemon are not affected by the shiny charm, which sucks. But what can you do? You know, I just want the Alolan Raichu, and I'm gonna do what I can to get it. I'm gonna do what I can. Gonna try going for a shiny Sigilyph in the Ultra Wormhole. I think that's a fantastic Pokemon to get. And I think that you're going to have a decent time trying to get it today. Because shiny hunting over in the Ultra Wormhole, it's a little better. A little easier. You're his mod, along with some modding, 59 other YouTubers, Discord not included. I almost figured that was the case over there. Usually mods are the ones who do come over to other raids, you know, because they're the most into the channel that they're coming from the raid from. So, makes sense to me. Am I a brony? I am not a brony. However, I do enjoy a lot of the remixes and a lot of the fan art that comes out of the brony community, because I think it's just so amazing what can come out of that community. I'm not a brony myself. I don't dress up. I don't go to conventions. I don't watch the show because none of that appeals to me. But the remix, I think the best thing to come out of the brony community, or just the My Little Pony community in general, are the remixes and the music. I think it's fantastic. Like, yeah, like Mando Pony, and I was thinking specifically the Living Tombstone, like a lot of his old remixes, before he dove into what he kind of does currently, which is specifically geared toward popular games at the time. A long time ago, he, not exclusively, but he did a lot of My Little Pony songs, and a lot of them are really good, and they're all originals as well, and they're good. There's a new free My Little Pony themed fighting game called Them Fighting Herd. That's interesting, and that's something I'd be interested in. I think that'd be fun. However, you know, I think someone tried to release, I don't know what company, but they tried to release a, Discord the Living Tombstone. Yo, that's Discord. The song Discord is what introduced me into the Living Tombstone, and introduced me into, like, oh, there's a brony community, because I didn't even know at the time. I kind of knew, but I didn't know it was so big. But that, yeah, Discord, such a good song. Such a good song. Well, Discord is actually a remix of another song. So the song Discord by Living Tombstone is actually a remix of Euro something, who actually did the original song, and then the Living Tombstone remixed it. What was I saying earlier? Oh, the My Little Pony fighting game. There was, like, a long time ago, there was an official My Little Pony fighting game in the works. But the My Little Pony community, because the My Little Pony is all about friendship and all about friends and happiness and goodness, they were in uproar. They were furious that a fighting game was being made because they wouldn't fight each other because they're friends and friendship is magic. And it defeated the point of the essence of My Little Pony, and so the project was shut down. So I guess it's being made as an indie game. A brony is someone who's a boy who likes My Little Pony. I think it's a little more than that. I think it's more than a boy who likes a pony. I think the actual definition is something more specific. I'm not sure. That's what everyone thinks that it is. I think, because I've heard from other, like, bronies that, oh, that's not the actual definition, it's something else, and I don't know what it is, but I just can't. I know I've been told this like 2 or 3 times, and I've read about it, but I just can't think of what that actual definition is. Whoop. Definitely fans of the show and who take the show very seriously. It's made by the same team that worked on the My Little Pony fighting game? Oh, so they're just being rebels and creating it anyway. That's interesting. I've only watched My Little Pony once to see if I would like it, and I didn't, so I stopped watching it. It just wasn't my thing. And so I don't know much about My Little Pony, and so my knowledge is very limited. I know more about the community rather than the actual show. I have seen the clips of, like, the specific song numbers that you see in the My Little Pony show. Because sometimes I'll hear a remix and I'll be like, where did that come from? And whoever is the musician who creates the songs in My Little Pony, they're not getting paid enough. Because I minored in music in college, and some of the stuff that the guy was doing, like that the composer was doing, it's actually pretty ingenious. That, I mean, me who studied music, I understand, like, the little nuances that he did, and I'm like, oh my god, that's actually amazing. But either way. Oh yeah, Charlotte, my stomach's fine from 4 days ago. I'm totally fine now. Yeah. Daniel Ingram. I think that man needs to be paid a little bit more. Because I think he's done an amazing job composing. Now, the subject matter of, like, the songs, not really my thing, but the actual music itself, I think is good. You're open to study music? Well, I hope that you live your dream, my dude. Horizon. Oh, what's up, Spencer? Let me mod you so I know when you pop in. There you go. Now I know when you pop in, my dude. Spencer's a good buddy of mine. That's why he got modded that fast. There we go. See, now that Spencer's here, we're gonna get that shiny to show up. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, hey, Cage, good luck, because shiny Delmise, it's pretty sweet shiny. It's pretty cool. How are things going? I'll text you how things are going, Spencer. Things are going great. Man, I got some stories, though, from just my day job, which I can't say on the channel for confidentiality reasons. Mostly confidentiality reasons. Not that I'd be revealing anything confidential, but either way. Spencer is the bringer of shiny luck. Why am I getting all these Discord notifications all of a sudden? What is happening? Well, that one said you're amazing, so thank you, Christopher Anderson, for just saying I'm amazing on Discord. What? It seems like Discord holds on to messages and then just shoots them all at me all at once sometimes. So I don't know what's up with that. So I want to trade shiny luck. Is your shiny luck good? If you have good shiny luck, yeah, I'm going to trade so I can get this Stufful. I mean, come on. See you later, Hosea. Oh, I'll probably still be streaming after you get your haircut. I think we're about like halfway through our stream. Just about, so hopefully we can squeeze out a little luck here. It's a school night. I don't want to stream for too long because I got to prepare for a 7 a.m. meeting. You know, you gotta love those. Oh my goodness. See, now that's just a notification from like YouTube with poised. Oh my god, I am getting way too many notifications, and I'm going to drop kick Google Chrome for giving me way too many YouTube notifications. My goodness. I don't know why they're all held on to for so long. I do wish you could trade long distance in Pokemon Go, but then again, I understand it's Pokemon Go. It's a different way of playing Pokemon. As opposed to like the handheld, so I totally understand why it makes you be in like a certain radius for you to get those trades in. So I get it. What'd you miss, Thunderstriker? Not much, just some conversation, just chatting it up. Can y'all hear those like notifications, like da-da-dum, da-da-dum? Getting annoying. I don't mind them, but I'm just trying to see if y'all hear them. Okay, now I'm getting more. Oh, now these are strictly Discord notifications, and those aren't. Yeah, the notifications seem to have stopped, so that's cool. Yeah, we're good. Oh, that's another notification. Now I'm just getting comment notifications, and I'm gonna get like 80 of these before they stop. Which is fine. We can pretend it's like part of the background music. Maybe. After Stufful and Alolan Raichu. After Alolan Raichu, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to go for Shiny Poipole or go for a Legendary. And if I go for a Legendary, which Legendary? However, for over here, that's going to be a conversation that we'll just talk about real quick in stream. And I'll just pick something and go for it. So Spencer, what do you want to see me shiny on? I might defer to you because, you know, you're a good friend of mine and, you know, you don't steer me wrong usually. I trust you more than I trust Derek. Because Derek would be like, Shiny Hunt Feebas in Gen 3. And that's like, okay, one of the hardest Pokemon to get. Because he likes to see me writhe in agony, and you don't. So, just throwing some casual shade at Derek. Because whatever you say, I'll take into consideration. I do want to hunt something that, you know, isn't particularly hard to shiny hunt. So, like, okay, a Pokemon that doesn't have Explosion or some sort of weird thing that can poison me, or... Does that make sense? I just want to see what you say. But then again, you know, we're jumping the gun. We need to make sure we get this guy before we really start thinking. I believe that oh, the shiny Articuno that I started on the other channel, I don't think I did. So that might be something to shiny to go for eventually. I'm talking more like over here. Because like this is a different conversation. I'm talking like over here in terms of kind of like a normal-ish Pokemon. Something that has an easier chance of getting rather than a shiny or excuse me, a shiny legendary or a shiny gift Pokemon. I'm thinking maybe Melee Island, Akala Island. Nothing too high leveled for me. Because once it gets into higher levels, I gotta worry about Pallet's, health. Ooh, and maybe something that isn't yellow as a shiny. Just for the sake of, I got this yellow streak here. Gotta change it up. Gotta make my outline a little more colorful here. I love golden Pokemon. I love golden shinies. I think they're fantastic. I think they really are. Even if Pichu doesn't change all that much. I don't even care about getting the ugly green ones right now. I'll certainly go for them. Shiny Vikavolt. Something I don't have to evolve. So maybe Vikavolt's an awesome shiny, but that requires some evolution. I'm not worried about evolution right now. I'm sorry. I should definitely be more specific. This one is the only one that I'm going for because I think this is like the only evolution that I'll probably go for like right now that isn't found in the wild or doesn't have a methodical way to shiny hunt it. Because I can just because I already have a Thunderstone ready. See, Rockruff, that's a good one too. Love that one. So like if I were to go for the Vikavolt, I would get the Grubbin, but keep it as a Grubbin and just move on from there. So I'm thinking like base Pokemon, like Caterpie or Yungoos or Rattata or the other ones like Shelder, Slowpoke, like ones that are like more interesting non-Route 1 Pokemon. So really like Route 2, Route 3 has like tons of different Pokemon. True Moon Purdue, I've done Rockruff before, but on a different channel. This is a new channel. We're kind of starting over here in terms of who we shiny hunt. Dratini would be awesome. I'm not sure how to methodically hunt it, though. I'm not sure where to get one. I think I'd get one from fishing. Whoop, that's the wrong one. I get one from fishing over in the last area, right? The very last area next to the battle tree. I'd love to go for that one eventually. That's a sweet shiny. All right, I might do that, Joel. My favorite type of apple? I used to like the sour green ones, but my favorite right now is just the normal red ones. Love it when it's super juicy. I mean, those are the best apples that just have all that juice locked in, like just plucked from the tree. As fresh as possible. Absolutely. Have I played Pokemon Showdown? I have. I don't really anymore, but I used to, yeah. Marini would be cool. Marini's kind of a difficult one to go for. Because I have to, like, fight through, like, 7 shiny Corsolas before I actually get a shiny Marini. Totally doable, but that might be a little more of a difficult challenge that I need to gear myself up for. Marini's a fantastic shiny, though. Love it. It's definitely worth shiny hunting. For the sake of, like, building up my channel, I want to go ahead and get some shinies under my belt, even, like, the ones that are a little easier to try to get. Which, honestly, I shouldn't be hunting the Raichu right now. I just love Raichu so much. I just want to go ahead and have that shiny Alolan Raichu. Just because I love him. He's a fun, fluffy little dude. It's fantastic. Okay. Fishing in the purple metal thing. Yeah. That's where the Dratini would be. So I was thinking somewhere in that area. Caterpie is a great shiny. Yeah, it's just all gold. That gold color. Spin-off Pokemon games? Maybe. I don't know. That's a conversation to have once I'm open to having those conversations. So maybe. If the channel's successful, I don't see why not. Actually, I want to use recycle. There we go. No way. Spencer, really? How does one... I'm sorry. Dude, well, Devin is teaching at a local high school, and one of her students got caught making apple pie moonshine in their locker. 1! That is a terrible place to make moonshine. Number 2. No, that's still related to number 1. Why would you think that would be the best place to make moonshine? That's a terrible place. Like, 1, you shouldn't be doing that. Number 2, could have picked a different location than your school locker. Wow, that's impressive in the worst way possible. My God. Gotta say, I'm not a big fan of moonshine. Not a big fan, personally. I've never had bottom of the barrel moonshine, you know, the stuff that, you know, just makes you blind. Because that's the kind of stuff that they were making. Non-processed moonshine. And that non-processed moonshine has got a kick to it. My God. That's something. That is something. No, not recover. I want to use... No, Aura Sphere. That's why I wouldn't go. I might want to switch up the chain here for Stufful here in a minute. Wow. My goodness. That is so ridiculous. It really is. Can't believe he thought he could get away with that, especially if there's cameras down the hall. Didn't think to check the cameras? I mean, that's just Bush League. Oh no, keep old moves. That'd been bad. So give me a sec, I need to text my artist here. That's not shiny. Okay. Ah. My first high school's bathroom caught on fire because people were smoking in the bathroom and threw it in our metal trash cans. That's actually, that happens more often than you think. Sometimes crazy stuff happens in schools. Sometimes students come up with some weird stuff, which I don't recommend. Just don't do silly stuff. Oh, I'm so happy that your daughter is loving the Undertale music. Yeah, you're gonna hear a couple Undertale music songs in there. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure, Extreme Gamer. Yep, that's all true, by the way. I don't lie. I don't bend the truth. What is playing right now? Oh, Waterfall Remix. Yeah, so this is Undertale. That's what I was thinking. I forgot I had this one in the playlist. It's one of those, it's a very nice song, but it's very forgettable. I've heard To the Bone by JT Music. Wait, JT, is that the guy? Is that like the JT Fish guy? Or is that the guy who can't sing? Trying to think of the guy's name. There's a dude out there. He's like J something Fish, and just it's so funny to listen to him because he's such a bad singer. Oh, like he's popular for having a bad voice, a bad singing voice. I can't think of his name. If this is whether this is the guy you're talking about or if it's just someone different, you know. I remember one time in high school. I think I was a junior or a junior or a sophomore, I just can't remember. And it was like after school one day where I was in the vicinity where a couple kids stole some stuff. And everything was on camera in terms of they had me in the vicinity where the stuff was stolen during a certain time period, and there was like a series of like 6-7 students who like stole something, and one of them, it was like Clue. It was like between this time and this time, a couple like expensive things were stolen from this room, and these are the students who are around that room. And so the next day we were all called, like me and like a couple other people were called into the office, and they were like, okay, so we called you all in here. One of you stole some stuff. This is what happened. We're sitting here until, you know, one of us, you know, comes forward, or can't exactly remember what he said or what the scenario was. But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit and get comfortable. I didn't do anything. So I was like, I didn't do it, so I have no reason to sweat. It took a sec, but then the guy came forward. But then, oh, the Gamer Freak, thank you so much for the $2. I heard that little jingle. Thank you so much. Let's see if you said something. I need to pull up my dashboard. I'm like, I didn't steal it. I immediately got a cocky look on my face. I just sat back and went like this. I'm like, all right. Now, I treated it as like watching, like, you know, okay, who's gonna come forward? Because I definitely didn't do it. Whether they think I did it or not, I mean, I didn't do anything bad in high school at all, ever. Hold on, let's see if, did you say anything, my dude? Let's see here. Make a third channel called Story Salmon where you tell us all your interesting stories. You know, sometimes I feel like I don't have interesting stories, and I just, like, forget about the interesting stories that I have. I do have some interesting stories, I just don't have them, like, logged away to, like, pull out, you know, whatever story I need. Why did he steal it? Well, because he thought he could and get money out of it, which he definitely shouldn't have done. Do I have a dual monitor setup? I don't. I've been wanting one for like 2 years now, but I need to. I need to get one. I need to get another monitor. It'd make things a lot easier. Every person I've talked to who has gotten a second monitor is like, I don't know how I can live without my second monitor. I love my second monitor. So I'm like, I kind of want a second monitor now. Where am I going to catch the golden Pooh Bear? This guy? I am in Route 8, I believe, of Akala Island. That's one of the 2 places I think you can get them. It's either that and the outskirts. Oh yeah, no, streaming is so much easier with a dual setup, and I've learned to live with it. Sometimes, depending on the game that I'm playing, I'll actually set up my laptop as a second monitor to, like, watch the stream chat and stuff like that. It's not connected, but it still does the job that I need it to do. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to have second monitors so I can, like, look at my Twitter or look at my, you know, look at a bunch of different things as stuff's going. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. I'm gonna switch up the chain a little bit just so nothing bad happens here. Zora, Cottony, or Shelder? Ooh. All right, I'll throw those into the mix. I think Zora or Shelder would be pretty sweet. I like those. I like those options. Have I been to the Mall of America? I have not. Whoop. Are we going? Oh, there we go. Just make sure my counter's working. Press the wrong button. You know. Which, let me reset. There we go. Music stopped for a second. Just wanted to make sure that that was going. There we go. All right. Back at it. I didn't press Aura-Sphere, did I? I pressed, yeah, I pressed False Swipe. Good. Just making sure I wasn't gonna kill the streak. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Sorry, texting my friend group and seeing I'm getting feedback on some artwork that I don't quite want to reveal yet. Trying to see if I need to make certain things more shiny. Which I think that's the case. At least some of these things. Alright. What Undertale AU alternate universe would I want to be in? I don't really know many alternate universes at all. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say just because I don't know enough information to answer your questions. Cool, crazy band stories. I was in band. I was the drum major. I was the guy leading the band in high school, my senior year. The power. Oh, I got a story for you. So my band, our high school band, was awesome because we weren't a marching band because we didn't march, so we didn't feel it was appropriate to call ourselves a marching band. We didn't have all like the hats or like the real uniform. We had just very basic like red shirt, black khakis, and then we would just walk out onto the field and play our stuff and walk off during halftime shows. But we would always, it always came down to a group of seniors with the drum major, and as the drum major, I had the final decision to come up with the most ridiculous halftime shows that we could. One time, we had a Super Smash Bros. This is the time that this is around the time that Super Smash Bros. Brawl was coming out. And so, either came out or was coming out. Either way, it was around the time of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And we had a Super Smash Bros. Halftime show. And so we played, like, a song from Legend of Zelda, a song from Kirby, and then a song from Mario. But then, all throughout the songs, we got 4 people to dress up as, like, Mario, Donkey Kong, like, Link, and, like, someone else, and just, like, pretend to fight on the field, like, like fist fight. So, Super Smash Brothers. Oh, I loved our halftime shows. It was fantastic. Another time, we were at a halftime show that I was drum major. So it was my senior year. And we were playing at our rival school. And our rival school got really intense. Like, the rivalry was pretty intense. One time, we were playing a song called, you know, what was the Rockster Lop? You know, what's the Rock Lobster? We were playing Rock Lobster, and we had a lobster suit, and so we got one of our guys to dress up in a lobster suit. Now, the guy also had a little bit of an anger problem. You know, you didn't want to set him off, or he would have just gotten super angry and tried to start a fight with you. So a little background there. So he dressed up in the suit. And he's dancing around because he's a lobster. And then in the middle of the show, they're and we're at the rival school, mind you. So we're getting booed by the other school, which is fine. We're like, okay, whatever. Just get through this and get off the field. The someone from their side, from the rival school's side, had dressed up in an all-green suit and was just running at us on the field, and I'm still, like, playing the music, and I'm like, oh god, what is this? And I don't know what he was gonna do. I think he was gonna mess with us, but we never got the chance to figure it out, because the lobster that had dressed up turned, saw this green-suited guy running at us, and just starts taking off after him. And, like, you know, the green guy's, like, running out, and he's, like, you know, doing all this stuff. Turns, sees the lobster, just, oh my god, and just starts running. And so you have this lobster chasing a dude in a green suit. And I'm like, no, come back! And everyone on the field's like, yeah! Because it's ridiculous. And so the dude who was in the green suit actually hopped a fence to try to get away and ended up breaking his leg. Because he jumped and fell bad and broke his leg. And so that's how they found out who the green guy was, and then he was suspended for a short time, because that's, you know, you weren't supposed to do that and cause a ruckus. The funny thing, I don't know if our lobster guy got in trouble. Because all he did was run after him. I think that if he did run after him, then he was gonna fight him. But good thing it didn't get to that. It's funny because, like, the rival school was actually apparently for, like, the last week trying to figure out who the guy in the green suit was, because he was doing all this stuff around their school. I'm just sitting there because I feel very, like, as the drum major, I feel very responsible for whatever happens to my band members, and so I'm like, oh god, no, come back! Don't run after the green dude! But I don't know. No, he wasn't trying to be Luigi. He was just, like, the color of the rival school was green, and so that's what he was playing off of the school colors. But have I used a mechanical keyboard? Yeah, that's what I'm using right now. That's what I'm using. Look at the picture you just sent to me and Derek. Hold on. I'll get to it. What'd you send? I tweet. Yo, Spencer. A few days ago, I actually retweeted this. I think it was like a week or two ago now that I think about it. I tweeted this. It's fun to stay at the YMCA, but like, yeah. I totally have seen this before. I love it. 100%, Spencer. Yeah. The band gets crazy, man. There's some crazy band stuff out there. I'm trying to think. There's got to be some more band stories. I can't think of any right now. I'm sure I'll come up with some more band stories. I know there are more, but I don't know, well... Derek. Sorry, I'm just laughing at our group chat. Oh, man. So that's some funny stuff. $8.69 over here with the Raichu. Over here. Yeah, so in band, I started off, like, as the piano player, and if you're a piano player who's joining band, then you get placed with the percussion people with, like, marimba or whatever, marimba, bells, glockenspiel, like anything that you have a mallet and you hit. And then I wanted to learn, well, you do learn how to play the drums, but you just learn how to get on a beat and things like that. So I learned the snare drum, and so I was on the drum line for 2 years. And then I was voted drum major. So yeah. I do not watch Chugga Conroy. I know who he is, but I haven't watched him in a while, actually. I did try to learn the trumpet my senior year. Didn't get too far with it. I was just very busy with other stuff. Plus, I was captain of the wrestling team as well. Now I was good at wrestling. Not the best. There's always a bigger fish, but I wasn't bad in wrestling. I wasn't bad. I loved wrestling, man. I was captain for 2 years in high school. I wrestled at the 135 weight class. So 50 pounds ago. I weigh 185 pounds right now, and I'm like, I want to lose some weight. It's probably a good idea. I need to eat better. That's something I definitely need to do. Talk about another bar story. I was hoping that talking about the band stories would make the Stufful appear, but oh well. Oh well. Excuse me. I don't really have that many bar stories because I'm not one to cause scenes at bars. I did once witness a bar fight. I've only witnessed one bar fight, like a legitimate bar fight. And all they did was like try to punch each other, they wrapped up, and they both fell to the ground, and then they were pulled apart. It was like very anticlimactic. And it was over a girl too. It was over a girl. That much I know. I didn't get involved because, I'm just going to take a step back and not get punched in the face. I'm not one to be threatening at threatening at bars at all. I don't put myself in those scenarios at all. Ever. There's never a need. Now, if I'm ever in the position where I'm about to be attacked by some drunk idiot, I know how to end a fight pretty quick, especially if I'm facing a drunk guy or a drunk guy is going to be aggressive toward me. I know how to end a fight. That's not going to be a problem. Now, I'm not looking to start fights or use my knowledge of ending fights at all. I hope I never have to. I'm just saying that don't try to fight me, because unless you know how to fight, don't try to fight me. I don't necessarily know how to fight. I just know how to end a fight quickly to minimize damage to both me and you. Because I don't want to fight. I really don't. I would prefer just never to fight ever. I don't want to just give out my information of like how to end fights, because I don't want people going around and doing it and just saying, oh, I learned this from the game Salmon, because I don't want that to be a thing. So I don't want to. So I'm gonna not talk too much about that. Was Omar ever in those bars? No. I think I've only been to like one bar with Omar, and it was at a YouTuber. It was at like a YouTuber party, a content creator party, which is the most insane party I've ever been to. It was amazing. Like Omar was invited to it, and he took me as his, I was his guest going in, because we had to actually get some documents signed from a guy, and it was in the location of where the party was being held, and so he just went ahead and invited me as his like manager, pretty much, and because I'm directly helping Omar with his visa, and so that was my role in coming to the bar with him, or to that event. Oh my god, because we were gonna just like pop in and out, but like we were like, oh my god, this bar is great. Like it was I don't even know how to describe it, but it was the closest that I think that I will ever get to experiencing a Hollywood party. It was ridiculous. Like people like FouseyTube was there, like a lot of different people. All like free food, everything was paid for, free food, free drinks. I couldn't handle the amazingness that was that event. Oh my god. Omar's doing great, by the way, because I saw someone was asking. Omar's doing fantastic. He's fine. And he's coming back soon, so don't worry. If you saw my most, well, not my most recent video, but a video from a few days ago about him coming back. So, no need to worry. I'm getting distracted trying to tell stories instead of shiny hunting. I'm gonna make sure I get my multitasking done, and I need to switch my charger. Yep, making sure I'm unplugging the correct thing. There we go. Let's put it on this DS. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. What Undertale character would I be if you could be one? I would be Papyrus, because I think Papyrus would have the most fun. For sure. Making pasta, making friends, going on dates. Even though I don't think Papyrus understands exactly what a date is. But that's fine. I really don't think Papyrus ever understood what a date is, or like actually was. I think he was just always clueless throughout that entire, that entire exchange between Papyrus and, Frisk. What Sonic character would I be if I could be one? I don't know. I would say Sonic. But that's just like right off the top of my head. I'm trying to think if I would want to be, maybe I would want to be Knuckles, so I can glide around, so I can be super strong, and so I can sleep all the time. Because that's what he does. He just sleeps next to the oh my god, I'm thinking, the Master Crystal, the Master, oh my god, what is the name of that thing that he guards? Emerald. The Master Emerald. He guards the Master Emerald, right? And he just sleeps there. Just protecting it. And that's what I want to do. Just sleep all the time, be super strong, and be able to glide around. The Master Emerald, I got it. Yes, the Master Emerald. I remembered it. It's been a while since I've done anything Sonic-wise. It's been a while since I played Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Or Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Just bear with me, I'm not insane. Thank you for responding to me. I appreciate that. You're making sure, you know, keep me on my toes. So I totally get that.
Do you know the way?
Yeah, I don't want to be Knuckles. I want to be Ugandan Knuckles. Do you know the way? We must follow the queen. Ooh, hold on. Oh, that is pretty. Oh my goodness. The artist that I commissioned finished a certain icon for me, and I am in love with this icon. Holy crap! All right, I'm gonna respond to him in a second, but man, that is a beautiful thing that I will not show you guys because it's a surprise. I might show you. I don't know if I'll show you guys immediately, but I need to get some feedback from my friends. Before I say yes to the design. I'm like doing 4 things. I got 2 games going, I got the chat going, I got my my art stuff going. Which my friend group stopped talking, and like I need feedback. Come on, guys. I'm starting to get hungry, so I mean, honestly, well, I can last another hour at least. I'm just starting to, I can just feel myself starting to get hungry. And be like, oh, maybe I need food soon. Oh, Ugandan Knuckles memes are totally dead at this point, because that was one of the longest lasting memes that I've ever seen. I think that's because it kept changing. I loved it though. I thought it was funny. There was like a conversation of like, oh, is this a racist meme or is it not? And that's not a question that I can answer. That's a question to give to society. Do you know the way? Eat during the stream, I might get shinies. That's happened before, I think. I think that happened with, like, Alolan Grimer a while back. Well, you see, I don't know if it was racist because of... I think some of the ways the meme was used was racist, for sure. But I think just it being Ugandan Knuckles saying, do you know the way? I don't know if that really is racist to the point where it's that bad. Or, because I didn't see it as racist, but maybe that's just because I'm a white guy and I don't see that. So maybe that's my own ignorance. You know, I don't, all of us are raised differently, and, I was thinking it more of an accent. It was just a funny accent, and it was just this culture of Knuckles. It would have been better if they weren't called Ugandan Knuckles. Because if it wasn't called Ugandan Knuckles, then it wouldn't be associated with, oh, the Ugandan people. Like, that's where people had the issue. And that's where I see that people had the issue. But, like, if I were to just do a Scottish accent, does that make me racist against Scottish people? I would argue no. Now, if I did an African accent, does that make me racist, yes or no? I think more people would say that if I did an African accent, just like if I was just talking in an African accent and not saying anything about them, I think still more people would say that I would be racist for speaking in that tone rather than if I was speaking in an Irish accent, just because it's more of a targeted society in that regard. And again, I don't have the answers, and you know, I you know, strive to not be racist at all and not do anything to offend anyone anytime. And if I do, I'm the first to say to apologize. Oh yeah, people take it too far. Like, people like go. I have seen people take the Ugandan Knuckles meme and go out of their way to make it racist, like black and white racism. Like, and I'm like, So, people from Uganda didn't find it racist. Yeah, it was actually, like, the entire thing was created, by, like, the meme of Do You Know the Way was actually created by a Ugandan individual. and it came from a Ugandan movie. And the people who created the movie actually loved the meme. But again, you know, oh, does that mean, like, oh, if they're okay with it, does it mean it's racist? Or not, does that mean it's not racist? I don't think so, necessarily. But again, I don't have the answers, and I don't really make jokes like that anyways, so it's not something I really have to worry about. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. It's like, it depends on who the person is in terms of how much they're offended by something. So for example, oh my God, shiny Chimecho. Yeah, I'll eventually go for the Chimecho that I failed once in front of them. I'll talk about the Chimecho in a sec. So for example, let's say, oh, I had something in my head. Like, there are people out there who would say, I can't think of a game right off the bat. You know, there's a lot of games out there where, like, the best armor for a woman character is, like, almost nothing. Which, obviously, that's, you know, that can be construed as sexism. Now, there are people out there who, like, if I played a game like that, they would call me a sexist for playing that game. Which I don't think that's true. You know, whether I am viewed as a sexist or not because I just played a game. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has different levels of what they're offended by. So it, you know, it gets into that more gray area of, like, where is the line? But the line actually shifts depending on where it is. Now, of course, there's, like, the absolute, definitely, like, this is not okay to say ever. Because it's terrible, terrible, terrible. Then there's, of course, like, the things of, like, yeah, I like Chinese food. You're a racist. Like, no, what? That doesn't make sense. Which I have heard before. That, you know, that was the most confusing thing that I've ever seen. Like, having someone say, I like Chinese food, and then the other person saying, that's racist. Because that's, and people thought he was joking, but no, he was serious. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a thing. And and everyone has their own viewpoints. Yo, but, Spencer was talking about me shiny hunting Chimecho. I've actually failed a Chimecho hunt before. Because it appeared in front of me, I false swiped it, it knew takedown, and then it died on me. And I was so upset. Because I was hunting that thing for like a day. Yeah, I think this is, Song of Storms. Either this one or the, yeah, this should be, I think. I'm not listening intently right this second, but either way, I'm going to switch up the Stufful just in case. This is off topic. What was the bar fight you were talking about? Omar and Bonnie fighting over Chica? No. I also didn't know that Bonnie and Chica had a romantic relationship. But no. That wasn't the bar fight that I witnessed. Man, I want to see if it does take 1,000 at least over 1,000 to get this guy. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we can, like, squeeze out some luck in the next 105 encounters. I don't know what's going on with this guy. We're approaching odds for Stufful, so we should be seeing that shine if we're hitting the middle of the bell curve here. That's so odd. I really don't often see people hate on others who play Nintendo games. Because Nintendo's pretty mainstream, actually. Let's see. How many encounters have we had for the Stufful? What did we start at? We started at, like, 349? Did we start at 349 with the Stufful today? I'm just looking at how long we would go before it reaches 255 encounters, because that's when the odds start over for the Stufful. So, well, I think it was 349. No, it's right. 511 minus 359. We've done 152 encounters for Stufful. So 100 more would make it so that it reaches its full potential for a shiny to appear before it resets back to start over. If that makes any sense at all, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm half talking to myself. So, bear with me. My least favorite starter Pokemon? Chikorita, maybe? Nah, no, some of the later ones I don't like worse. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I don't know. Maybe Tepig. And even Tepig, I wasn't... I still kind of like Tepig. I like really all the starters. But if I had to pick one that I liked the least... I think I would say Tepig. As compared to Chikorita, I like it more. At least. I actually like Turtwig. It also evolves well. Like, I don't think Tepig evolves well at all. Kind of a weird Pokemon it ends up as, Imbor. Oh, Bulbasaur is fantastic. Bulbasaur evolves well. All of the initial first starters, all of them evolve well. By that I mean, like, I feel like the end result is a good Pokemon, like, design-wise, and that its leveling up process feels very progressive and makes sense. Oh, Typhlosion's a fantastic one. Typhlosion used to be one of my favorite starter Pokemon. I really think it's, favorite third evolution starter Pokemon. I think one of my favorites is Feraligatr now. I love Feraligatr. Love the shiny version of Totodile as well. All those Pokemon, baby. You gotta love it. You have to. You must love it. That is correct. Bulbasaur was statistically shown to be the best Gen 1 starter. All starters are great and fun to start out with, but I think I know what video you're referencing. I think someone did the art, and then there was some video, like the art did the calculations, and then people went back and reviewed. Now, of course, you have the whole idea of having typing play a part of that, but either way. I am hyped for Chikorita Day in Pokemon Go just because I like shiny Chikorita. So I'll be out there catching Chikoritas. What's up? I smell like a pickle. I honestly think you have that name just so streamers say, I smell like a pickle. I honestly think that's the case here. Man, after this stream, I'm gonna have an amazing burrito. It's gonna be fantastic. Burrito's gonna blow your mind. Well, not your mind, my mind, because I'm the one eating it. Righto? I'm also looking forward to that Moltres Community Day. Oh, not Moltres Day. Moltres Shiny Day. The 3-hour Moltres thing where I can get a shiny Moltres. That'll be fun. Because I think that's on September 8th. I think we discussed this earlier. Yeah, we did. I don't know if we ever confirmed that. Oh, it is the 8th that... this Pokemon's dropping. Oh, Stufful, why won't you be yellow? You're being a big old butt now. Come on, work with me. What name should I give my shiny Zorua? I can't think of a good name off the top of my head. Spoofles. That's a terrible name. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Chat, if you have any good name suggestions for a Zorua, please send them out to help finish Ham out. He's got a shiny Zorua, and he's looking for a nickname. Taco spelled backwards is Taco Cat. It's a, isn't that called a palindrome? It's spelled forward and backward. It's the same. Is it called a palindrome? Am I correct there? Or is it another name? Is it a palindrome? Y'all, every time like a Sonic song comes up, you guys are like, "That's Sonic. That's Chemical. Play it." That's not a bad thing. I'm just like, this is the song that everyone like perks up. Like, I know this song. There's always like 4 or 5 people. Yeah, race car is a palindrome. Same forwards and backwards. A shiny Steenie, what should you name it? Shiny Steenie. Lily, maybe? Lily might be good. Because if this is what I'm thinking, that's the second evolution Gen 7 flowery Pokemon that evolves into a bigger Pokemon that has legs for days. Long legs. I think maybe Lily would be good, or some other type of flower. Star Lily? I don't know. A pretty name. Ironically, the word palindrome is not a palindrome. Yeah, wouldn't it make sense for the palindrome word to be a palindrome itself? It'd be like that's the best example. That would have been smart for whoever invented that word. That would have been smart for them to do. Delphox, I'm gonna be honest, Delphox was a disappointing Pokemon, not because of its design. I thought that its design was great. The problem is, at least the way I feel, I want to see more interesting starter types. And so, like, look at all of the fighting fire starter Pokemon that we have. And I guess, like, Fire Psychic, that is their answer, like, Pokemon's answer to all the fire fighting Pokemon. I don't know. I just wanted to see something different. I kind of like what they did in Gen 7, where they had not only fire, water, and grass, but they also had Psychic, Ghost, and Dark. I thought that was interesting. So I want to see more stuff like that. I think Fire Fairy would have been a great typing for Delphox. I understand why it's Psychic, but I think Fairy would have been cool. You know, change it up. Is there a Fairy fighting type Pokemon out there? Fairy Fire type Pokemon out there? I feel like there is. Is there? What's up, Linda? Is there? Am I wrong? Is there a, yeah, no, there isn't? Okay, see, there you go. Perfect opportunity to change it up a little bit. Perfect opportunity. But you didn't. But oh well. Scoot it up a little bit. I fixed my green screen a little bit because I think it's being a little, like right down here, there's a little bit of change. Let me fix this. Nope, that makes it worse. There we go. Ah, another dragon ghost type Pokemon. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I want to see a bug dragon. Do we have a bug dragon? I don't think we have a bug dragon. But what's dumb is with Yan Mega, they had the perfect opportunity to have a dragonfly Pokemon be a bug dragon type. I don't know why the hell they didn't do it. Why make the dragonfly flying bug? There's a bunch of flying bugs out there. Why the hell not have a bug dragon? Why? It's so silly to me. That's silly. Whoop, recycle. Thank you, it's a dragonfly! That's probably the one mistake, the one overlooked thing that Nintendo has done that legitimately makes me upset. Because I'm like, that you could have... More people would be using Yan Mega. For sure. I want to see a Mega Yan Mega. And they better make it Dragon. They had better. Like, my god. There we go. Mega Yan Mega. There's never too much Mega. I want to see a Mega Yan Mega. In Mega form. So that'd be a Mega Yan Mega. Doesn't make sense, but I don't care. Fight me. I'm gonna pull up a shiny Pikachu. I'm starting to get nervous about a shiny Pikachu showing up and I lose it. I know one hasn't appeared yet. I just want to pull it up just so I'm ready. There it is. I'm looking for that dark orange color. Who's better, Flygon or Salamence? I don't know. I would say Salamence, actually. I mean, Salamence can go Mega. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, Mega Yan Mega doesn't roll off the tongue very well, but when has that stopped Pokemon before? Look at that coughing Pokemon, like Cofregius. Cofrigigiga. That does not roll off the tongue well. So, Mega Yan Mega, rather have that than coughing face over there. I think I prefer Flygon too. Overall, I think. I am surprised that there's not a shiny Flygon. Not shiny Flygon. I'm surprised there's not a Mega Flygon. Now I'm surprised that there's not a Mega Dragonite. Give the OG Dragon some love. Then again, I bet they didn't give Dragonite a Mega because you would have to give it Dragonite. And that doesn't roll off the tongue well. That I agree. But that they should get over it because Dragonite needs something. You gotta give the OG Dragon some love. Freaking Game Freak. Lickitung's evolution, Licky Licky. That is one of the weirdest Pokemon, man. That is a weird Pokemon. What about a Dratini-ite? Well, that would make a Dratini Mega. I see what you're saying. You're trying to get around it, and I think, you know, they should workshop it. There's got to be a solution to it, to the Dragonite issue. I think Psychic was the best typing in Gen 1, but Dragon was a solid type. Dragon was a solid type, like, through most of the generations. And then it got, like, way too overpowered, and then they're like, let's throw in Fairy to balance this. So really, by the time Gen 5 rolled around, it was like, oh my god, dragons everywhere, and dragons are wrecking. Because really, you would have to counter it with ice. But now with the prevalence of, the very defensive... Fairy's a great defensive typing. It really is. Why does Luvdisc not evolve into Alolan? Like, what is that? Why did that? It's a perfect evolution potential. I don't know why they didn't do that. I think that's dumb. I don't know why. I think it was silly for them not to do. It was silly. Ridiculous. Come on, Niantic. You're making silly decisions over here. Tauros not evolving into Buffalon, I can understand, because it's more of a buffalo versus a bull, because, like, they're two different animals. I see what you, like, it totally could have evolved into each other. Like, one, I think, Tauros into Buffalon. But that one I understand a little bit better. Because they're literally two different animals. Luvdisc and Alolan, they're, like, literally the same thing. But I see what you're saying with the Tauros and the Buffalon. I get it. What are we doing? We are shiny hunting. Shiny hunting for this guy and shiny hunting for that guy. So, doing what we can. Kicking butt, taking names, man. Buffalon's just a Tauros from the 80s. They are both heart-shaped fish. And so either they should have had Alolan be a different Pokemon itself, or like feed it into like the whole heart thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I want to be in those board meetings where they decide these things. Yeah, it's all good, artist. I wonder how many encounters do you think it'll take for us to get this Stufful? How many encounters do you think we're gonna have to do? I'm not complaining. I'm just legitimately asking. Let's see. You know, what are we thinking? Oh, I love Breloom. Breloom's fantastic. They should have done more with Breloom, but I still love the Pokemon. Whoops. Sorry, checking something while I... my favorite dual typing in Pokemon, maybe... I love water electric. I also love the ice typing. I would love to see an electric ice type Pokemon. I don't think one exists, but I would love to see it. Love to see that. I also love the dark type, and so I really love Sneasel, and I love the dark and ice typing. I think that's pretty cool. You're as cold as ice. get it, so that'd be dark ice. Rotom Frost is electric ice, that's true. But, I mean, I would rather not have a refrigerator be, like, the representative for my favorite dual typing. Like, literally, a refrigerator is would be my favorite Pokemon. Hold on, we just gotta get my thing going. Electric is my favorite typing. But, I mean, dual typing doesn't work out that way. Oh, are you really the maker of the Bin.exe series? Are you really? That's kind of cool, man. Are you I heard you were working on another one. Are you working on another one? Because, like, once you release that one, I'm going to play it. I really want there to be, like, a legitimate ice electric Pokemon. That's not a refrigerator. You know? Stunfisk? I don't want to be a Stunfisk. That's just silly right there. You're willing to sacrifice. Is anyone in this channel old enough to remember that song? I think I only knew it because my dad played, like, old songs like that. You're as cold as ice. And that's, like, literally the only lyric I know. That's, like, the first lyric. What's wrong with a refrigerator? A refrigerator's not a Pokemon. That's what's wrong with a refrigerator. It'd be very useful to just carry, like, have a refrigerator in your Pokeball. It's like whenever you need some food, boom, there you go. You got a fridge ready. Yada da da da. Now I have that little lick stuck in my head. Are there any electric ground types? There should be a few, yeah. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Hold on. Electric ground. There's got to be a few, aren't there? Electric ground. Oh, I'm looking this up. There's got to be a few. I know there's electric rock. Let me continue to shiny hunt while I do this. Is there? Oh, maybe there isn't. Hold on. Stunfisk! So, Stunfisk is ground electric. So, it's only Stunfisk. And then you have Geodude, Graveler, and Golem with their Alolan form being rock. So, yeah. Alright, so there you go. Aha. I am not insane. Yeah, there's no grass fire Pokemon. I think that should be made. It should be like a chili pepper or something. A chili pepper that spews fire. And its cry, like, you know how, like, when you click on, you go to the Pokedex and you click on the Pokemon's cry and it goes like, or like whatever it is. That it should, like, walk around and just say, "Welcome to Chili's," and that's what it does. It should be called Chili's, and then its cry is welcome to Chili's. That's what I think. That'd be the most ridiculous. I mean, you could just give me a riddle if you want. I mean, we're just having a conversation. I mean, in terms of a co-op Cuphead has to be done, like, with another person, like, next to me. I'd love to do co-op Cuphead with Omar, like, if he's over here or if I'm over there. Ghost Water exists. Ghost Water exists. That's, that jellyfish from Gen 5? I I think. Pretty sure, at least. Cling Clang is underrated, but I still think that it's they got boring with the design. I think they could have done better. Fire Fairy type, yeah, for sure. Should have been Delphox. That's my opinion. Could have changed it up, but I mean that would make that starter particularly valuable because it would be the only dual typing of its kind, you know. Water Psychic, yeah, Starmie's pretty sweet. I love Starmie. I love Staryu's shiny. Staryu's shiny is fantastic. That's a Pokemon I can't get enough of. What a moment. Come on, Stufful, where are you, man? What are you doing? Just does not want to show up, does he? You never know. You never know until he does show up. New Pokemon rep for Smash Ultimate Mini Fridge. So basically Rotom. Yeah. Just throw him Rotom Frost in for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Do we still not have any info on Zeraora? I don't have any info. I haven't heard anything. I haven't been particularly paying attention to anything about Zeraora, but I don't know. Shiny Pikachu doesn't want to show up either, but Shiny Pikachu has an excuse. It's going to take a while for the Shiny Pikachu to show up, just because it's higher odds for this one. Over here, we're approaching odds. So really, bell curve-wise, it should show up sometime soon. Is Rotom the equivalent of a Pokemon multi-tool? I guess so, yeah, because it can go into anything, really. Heck, Rotom's pretty smart. I mean, look, it's having a conversation with me over there. It's trying to ask me a question, I'm completely ignoring it. Which, whatever. Yeah, there is no, like, official Zeraora right now. So any like, Zeraoras out there are, like, hacked, but, I mean, either way. Yeah, I do know that Lugia is supposed to be in the new movie as well. I haven't been watching any of the movies since, like, the 6th or 7th one. Or, like, ever since they had the one where, what's the one where they had Lucario and the Mystery of Mew? I think that's the last one I did. Oh, thank you, artist. I appreciate that. I really do. I do like the Ben.exe series. It actually, Ben.exe is like one of the few .exes that can actually scare me because it legitimately looks like it's messing with my computer. So, you know, you gotta love that. Did you say something awkward? Then the shiny show up? Was it Noah? That's what. Yeah, we got to get Noah in here just so the shiny will show up. So I can. So you know the awkwardness is like shiny just appears and breaks up the awkwardness. That's what's supposed to happen. That's the idea, though. Zeraora is that ugly new mythical Pokemon? I don't think it's ugly. I love it. I really like it. Hey, see you later, Kara. Thank you for stopping by. I really like it. I like its design. What's my opinion on Waluigi being in Smash U? I think Waluigi should have been in Smash Ultimate. But, I mean, I understand why he wasn't put into Smash Ultimate. Because if you look at the games that Waluigi's in, he doesn't have his own series, he doesn't have his own game. He's, like, literally like, the coattail of everyone in the Mario series. And he's used more as a meme and a joke rather than a serious, like, Nintendo character. Because he's like, what? He was introduced in Mario Tennis. And since then, he's been in, like, Mario Tennis, and then, like, Mario, Party. And that's, like, it. Because, really, if you look at it, Luigi has his own games, multiple. Wario has a lot of his own games. Mario, of course, is Mario. And even in, like, the regular Mario games, Waluigi and Luigi will show up, but not Waluigi. Like, Wario and Luigi will show up, but not Waluigi. In any way. I would like to see I'm just giving you the reasoning why Waluigi wasn't placed into Ultimate. I think that's the reasoning. I think Waluigi should have a game with Wario. A game called Wario and Waluigi. And then have a game where they go around and do stuff. I don't know. I think Waluigi should be in a game and be playable. Like a game not tennis or like gimmicky. You know what I'm saying? Because Bernini's about to, you know, come after me for hating on her tennis boy right there. I see you, Bernini. Bernice. Riddle. I have a face of a familiar face, but a bit odd and a bit different. I can make electricity, but not much. Don't push me past my limit. And I can't do it anymore. I can make electricity, but not much? I don't know. I'm thinking electric type, but if it can't make much, then maybe not. Is it Voltorb or Electrode? I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding, Benice. Don't worry. I know. I'm just, I'm kidding as well. I'm just being silly. I do remember Sword Art.exe. That was a very ungraceful .exe in my opinion. I don't think that was a very well put together .exe. Welcome back, Josiah. And actually, now that I look at the time, you know, we're almost, you know, because I got to get up in the morning, and I was able to squeeze in this this shiny hunt today. I'm probably gonna live stream for probably about 10 more minutes. We'll see how I'll see how I feel after 10 more minutes. You know, we're starting to reach the end of the live stream here. Just because we've been live streaming for 3 hours. And I'm starting to get a little hungry. You know, and I gotta have food because food allows me to live. But I'll see how I feel in, I'll see how I feel in, 10 minutes-ish. I'm gonna switch up the chain here. Just to keep it going. I know, I do need to eat a burrito. I also have to put up tomorrow's video on the main channel. If you get both shinies at the same time, I'll stop making bin.exes. No, I want you to make bin.exes because my videos on bin.exes do very well. I'd rather have the opposite. I'd rather, like, oh, if both shinies appear on the screen, I'd want you to, like, make 5 more bin.exes. You know? That's what I'm thinking. What's tomorrow's video? You'll have to wait and find out. What is tomorrow's video? I think I know what tomorrow's video is. I think it's gonna be one of the stream highlights, but we'll see. For like those FNAF games that I beat, so I think we'll see. Tomorrow's video and Friday's video, I need to get them up, but they aren't particularly amazing videos, and they're not like new games, but I hope that I made them interesting and entertaining enough for you guys to like them. So I would like to see Bandana D for Smash. Absolutely, I agree with that. when are we gonna find out who I'm voice acting for the new FNAF game? So, I am going to be the voice actor for the reboot of Overnight. Made by, remember back like a few years ago, there was like this big hype over Overnight and a couple other games because it was made by a 12-year-old kiddo. And there was like, for a 12-year-old, it was pretty good. He's remaking the game. And I don't know if it's actually, I actually need to double check if it's like Overnight or Overnight 2. I think it's Overnight, but he's remaking the game, and I am the security guard. It was going to be Omar Sabali for the voice acting, but Omar kicked it over to me because he thought my voice would be better for the role. And so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be the security guard for the remake of Overnight. Yep, Christian Blanford. Yep, exactly. That developer. CB Games, I think, is what he goes by in terms of his, you know, the developer handle. But yeah, I'm excited. I've already recorded some lines for him, and he's like, dude, this is awesome. I'm like, yes, he likes it. As long as you like it, that's the goal. If the developer likes what you do, all right, it's quality. I know I didn't get your riddle right. I'm answering a whole bunch of things, Arctic, bro. Eric, bro. And I don't know. Like, I don't know what the answer to your riddle is. Because if I don't know, I don't know. I don't want to just keep guessing Pokemon without really having a clue. Oh, Pichu? Okay. Familiar face. I get it. I get what you're saying now. On the last stream, you said that my name is interesting, right? It is. I can't remember saying that, but it is. A lot of you guys have interesting names. That's a good thing. Interesting's good. Creative's good. I love encouraging creativity. Here's a UNC riddle. He's a second-rate character. You talking about Ned Bear? Pretty sure you're talking about Ned Bear. Ooh, which TMNT turtle is my favorite? I have to remember them all the time. Hold on. I think Leonardo. Hold on. Which one's the blue one? Is that Leonardo? I think, because Raphael. Wait. Michelangelo is the orange one. Raphael's the red one. Donatello should be purple, and so yeah, Leonardo with the blue. See, I know my turtles. It just took me a sec to just make sure I knew. I know my TMNT. Bad luck with your Sigilyph hunt. Yeah, keep hunting. You'll find it eventually. Maybe sooner than I get my shiny Stufful over here. I have not played Portal 2. I haven't even played Portal 1. That's because like those kind of puzzles. I haven't played a little bit of it, but I've seen people play it. Oh, it confuses the hell out of me. I can't like wrap my head around it. It's interesting sci-fi stuff, but oh man, is it kind of difficult for me to just. How do they solve that puzzle? It's confusing. It's mind-blowing. You can't handle the salmon. Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? You can't handle... oh gosh. That's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it. I don't know. I can't think of it. Think of the character on the top of my head. Is that Pokemon Alolan Raichu? Over here? Yeah. It is, as a matter of fact. For sure. Love the Pokemon. The only shiny you can ever find in wormholes is Medicham. I like that shiny. It's blue instead of red, right? At least I'm pretty sure. Man, we are almost at 1,000 encounters for this for this Raichu. Flip it upside down. I don't actually mean the message, though. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm not going to say that on stream, though. I see what you're saying, though. Ah, shiny hunting, grubbing, and naming it A-Drive. I've seen a lot of people do that. Evolve it all the way to a Vikavolt. I could do that in honor of A-Drive, but I want to do it later. Oops, I accidentally pressed a button that made it look like I have 2 shinies under my belt. I only have 1. So changing that back to what it needs to be. Have I ever had a first encounter shiny? I've had random shinies where I was just walking around and a shiny appeared. I've never been like, I'm going to go hunt a shiny and then a shiny immediately appear. I've never had that happen. Yeah, the counter was not supposed to be at 2. It's supposed to be at 1. I don't know. I accidentally hit my button to make it go to 2. But yeah, we're at 1. Still at 1. Hey, don't give me your email. Don't give out your email on a live stream because that's very dangerous to do. You do not want to just... It's like how I have my own personal emails, but I don't give it out to the internet because I don't want to get flooded with spam or mail or get hacked. So don't do that. I don't know what it means. What do you mean by a shiny? Well, a shiny... See this thing? You see how this is yellow? And you see how up there these are not yellow? This is a shiny Pokemon. It's just a rare coloration of the Pokemon that is appearing in front of me. So that's a shiny. That makes sense. They're rare. There's nothing special about them other than they have a different color, and then when you throw them out of the Pokeball, they shine a little bit. So, I mean, I don't think, I mean, we're at the time where I would end the stream, but I'm going to go a little longer, just a little bit. So, like, when one appears, I'll show, like, you'll see it sparkle. But, like, when one appears, you know, we'll see if one pops up. No, I'm not taking friend codes right now, just because I don't have the time to, like, handle friend codes. That, and I'm just focused up on shiny hunting. I want to get as many encounters as I can in. And, you know, I think we're having a fun time just kind of talking, so... Just ban me for the rest of the stream. Goodbye. Are you upset that I'm not going to talk to you on email? I'm not really sure why you're upset all of a sudden, Dragonborn. You've only found 3 shinies, a Spiritomb, which you killed. Oh no! And a Dustox and a Lotad, which I caught. That's pretty cool. I like those shinies. I like the Lotad shiny. Lotad shiny is pretty cool. I'll probably live stream for 28 more minutes to make it around 3 hours and 30 minutes of live streaming. So, you know, hopefully, since I'm extending the live stream, the Stufful will be nice and just throw out the shiny. It is possible to encounter shiny when you start the game, yes. Because it's all shiny odds. Well, I don't know if the Pokemon that Professor Oak throws out can be shiny. Or like, you know, oh, let's see, you start out like, I don't know how to... You know how sometimes the professor throws out a Pokemon at the beginning of a game and says, oh, this is a Pokemon. Welcome to your Pokemon adventure. I don't know if that can be shiny, but I know later on, you know, your starter can totally be shiny. Some Pokemon that you run into like that are wild Pokemon that you can't catch that have no business being shiny, those can be shiny sometimes, depending on the game. It all depends on the game, really. So, yeah. I do remember my Superman 64 Let's Play. That was a long time ago. I don't think that was a very good video at all, but whatever. It was a while ago, for sure. Like, that was when I, like, one of the, I think it was, like, might have been, like, the first, was that the first N64 game that I played for the channel, or did I play, the Super Mario Chaos Edition first? Either way. One of the first games I was like experimenting with, of like playing and expanding out of, like, I think that might have been one of the first I know it was one of the first non-Pokemon games that I played, because I started my channel with a Pokemon Green version. Which Pokemon did Ash try to catch without Pokemon? Pidgey. Because Pikachu at the time wasn't paying attention to it, or like he was, Pikachu wouldn't take orders, and so Ash went over to a Pidgey and tried to catch it under its jacket, and then the Pidgey used Gust, and then Ash was thrown onto his butt and failed, and then Pikachu laughed at him. And that's how that happened. The slippery, slidey slope of slipperiness doom. I do remember me saying that from that specific video. My goodness. Oh god, the Metapod versus Metapod episode. God, that was a battle. I like how there was like a time skip, and it was just Pikachu and Misty sunbathing while they were, like, during the Metapod battle. I thought that was hilarious. That was great. That was fantastic. I do know, yeah, you already said that during the stream, Adrian Johns, that you sent fan mail. I know, I'm gonna check my P.O. box. Don't worry. Like, I can't check it now, and I haven't checked it since you mentioned it, because it's, you know, it's all been one stream. How does Stufful not run out of PP? So, I'm doing so, like, well, there is a way to make it so that Stufful can't run out of PP, or most Pokemon to not run out of PP, and it involves a very specific method, which I don't want to get into right now, because it's better to show you rather than explain, because if I explain it, I don't think I'll make any sense. But basically, you make that Pokemon have a Leppa Berry, and then swap its ability so that it has Harvest, and so it keeps recycling the Leppa Berry whenever it runs out of moves, so it doesn't die. However, this Stufful, like the Stufful that I gave the Leppa Berry to, it ended up killing himself with a Brutal Swing, or like it's one of its partners that called in, Brutal Swung, and then, well, there you go. So now I'm using a method where I just switch between Stufful. So right now I have the Stufful on the right. That is the Pokemon calling it in. So I'm going to switch it up. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out that Stufful. And so now I switched it up so that now this Stufful has a full set of PP. And still calling Pokemon in. So that we're still going. Man, we are almost at 1,000 encounters over here on the right. Or my right. Y'all's left. Over here. With the Raichu. Over here with the Raichu. Almost 1,000. Do I know any games that a lot of people don't like but you like? I can't think of any off the bat. I don't know. I can't think of any right off the bat. I might have to get back to you on that one. Oh, I hated Superman 64. Superman 64 was terrible. That's one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, easily. Should I change my Pokemon Y team, or is it a good team? Frogadier, Mawile, Lucario, Helioptile, Charmeleon, or Amora? I think that's a fine team. I don't see anything wrong with it. A game a lot of people love, but I hate is Twilight Princess. I enjoyed Twilight Princess. I think there were a few things that could have been improved, but overall, I thought that was a good game. It did, like, have a... It did have a weird, a particularly weird dungeon. Like, what was it? That Yeti's home? Because what I thought, okay, and this is from, like, 10 years ago, so just forgive me as I, like, remember this. There was a dungeon that was basically you going around... Didn't you go around and just collect certain soups for this snowman? Like this Yeti? Like this giant snow thing? And that was the dungeon? Because it was a huge mansion you had to go through and, you know, whatever. But when I was playing through that dungeon, because what he was asking to do, and... Yeah, the Yeti dungeon. What he was asking you to do was, like, oh, collect the Orion meat, or the Orion meat, or, like, whatever your hometown was. Where he would, like, oh, get this vegetable, and then get this meat, and then get this, and they're all from your hometown. And I'm like, oh, get the Orion milk, or whatever. I can't think of the name of the town. But then I'm thinking, like, oh, the last ingredient is gonna be me. I was thinking that didn't happen. I think that should have happened. I thought the Yeti was just going to turn evil, and it's like, oh, the final ingredient is you because you're an Orion human, and then try to kill me, and that would be the boss battle. Ordon. Yeah, it was Ordon vegetables or Ordon, like, whatever that he was asking me to get. And I'm like, I'm from Ordon. What if he needs Ordon human? I think that would have been a good twist, in my opinion. But nope, it was just something about... He got angry. I don't know. He got possessed. I don't know. Yeah, Epic Mickey was a dark game. All things considered. It brought back that love for what's his name? Oh my god, I can't think of his name. One of my favorite characters. Oswald. There you go. Love Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I'm talking too fast. I'm making mistakes. Salmon Quest. New RPG starring the game Salmon Omer Sabali and you. An epic quest to stop PewDiePie from erasing all of the YouTubers. Yes, that needs to be made. And have it called Salmon Quest. 100%. Like, no question. I'd totally play that. I think that'd be funny. Epic Mickey, not dark. All things considered, it was dark compared to everything else. Oh, thank you, True Blocks, the Kurtz. I think I'm saying your name correctly. I hope I get him. I mean, I will get him eventually, but it's taking a while. I think Nintendo will release a remake of Twilight Princess for the Switch. I don't think so. Ha! It'd be funny if that game did get made, though. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna put Twilight Princess onto the Switch. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's old enough to warrant a renewal, and I don't think it's new enough to be placed on the Switch. So I think it needs to be a little while longer before there's like this demand for it. Yeah, it's on a lot of consoles. Yeah, thank you, Not Irish Man. Appreciate that. Oh, it was a response to another comment where someone called the game Dark Mickey. Yeah, Epic Mickey, not Dark Mickey. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. It was released for the GameCube, then the Wii, then the Wii U. When really it was meant for the Wii. And then it just extended. It was a very good seller. For sure. It sold well. That it certainly did. Oh yeah, I emulate games all the time. I've emulated some Pokemon games. I've emulated a lot of PS2 games and some GameCube games and N64. I think the most I've emulated is like N64 games and GameCube. GameCube gets a little funky because sometimes controls don't line up well. But either way. You know what'd be interesting that I just thought of? I don't know why I thought of this. A VR, like taking Bendy in the Ink Machine, but turning it into VR. I would like to play through Bendy and the Ink Machine in VR. I think that'd be fun. It'd make it so much more intuitive and interactive. I think that'd be fun. Maybe like after the developers release Chapter 5, maybe they can take it and just put it onto VR. GameCube emulators can definitely be a little janky, for sure. They get iffy. If that Salmon Quest gets made, I might like push Omar to play it too. That'd be funny. I can hear him now. Guys, welcome. We're gonna play a game that's I'm trying to think of like what he would say specifically. But I know he would either use the phrase "my boy" or "my bro," the game Salmon, as he would be like introducing it. And then he'd dance a little bit, and then you're messing with the wrong spell and dive into the game. I know Omar too well. Am I Omar's sidekick? I basically am. Yeah. I actually help him with a lot of stuff. You know, I helped him workshop You're Messing with the Wrong Sabali. I helped him with that. I was instrumental for that. A lot of the art you see on his channel, I am instrumental on that because I give him advice. I get advice from him and he gets advice from me. It's a very good symbiotic relationship. We really rely on each other. Omar is amazingly good at DBZ fighters. Like, he is way too good. I have considered playing Franbo on my main channel. It's not new, and it's a long game, and so I don't know how well it would do on the channel. I think if I ever played Franbo, I would probably live stream it, I think. Now, when I would do that, I'm not sure. I don't have any plans to play Franbo. Franbo, right? I'm saying that name correctly? I remember when it came out. I remember when it was just a demo. I never played it or, like, either on my channel or on my own. Apparently, it's pretty good. Number 1,000 over here. Number 1,000. Lucky number 1,000. Lucky number 1,000. Nope. Not lucky number 1,000. All right, well, here we go. Woo, it's a battle for this guy. I know Franbo is disturbing. Nothing I can't handle, I'm sure. I'm not worried about it. I know it's a long game, though. If I know I can play the game in one sitting, I'll just live stream the whole game one day. I don't know if I can. I don't know how long the game is. How long is the game? How long is it taking total other live streamers to play through it? Like when they live stream it, because I know if like if you're watching it through YouTube videos, that's not a good predictor of how long a game is, because YouTube videos, unless they are playing it straight through with no edits, then yeah, it's going to be a shorter representation than what the game actually presents itself to be lengthwise. You know? Yeah, I went to get on 1,000 on a shiny hunt. Well, like, for this guy, I was expecting, like, it to be kind of maybe over 1,000. It's going to take a while for this guy. This guy, really, Stufful can appear anytime soon. I know Markiplier played it. I think Cinnamon Toast Ken played Franbo. I know Franbo was a popular enough horror game at the time, and so I know plenty of people have played it. I know that. Is it weird I only play Moon and Sun? No, I don't think that's weird at all. I highly encourage you to play the other Pokemon games because they're all different experiences. But yeah. Do I know Corey Kenshin? I know who Corey Kenshin is. But are you asking me if I personally know Corey Kenshin? I do not personally know Corey Kenshin. Corey Kenshin does know who I am, which is kind of cool. He recognizes me as a fellow YouTuber, which is really kind of crazy to think about, which I respect Corey Kenshin. Corey Kenshin is one of those people who's like awesome. 8-Bit Ryan, I know who he is, and I'm pretty sure he knows who I am. Just because we're all running in the same circles. Because I'm friends with a lot of people who are very big YouTubers now. Omar Sabali, Luigi Kid, Taste Gaming, Eth Goes Boom. I'm decent, like good friends with all these people. I don't mean to say decent friends. Like some, like Omar Sabali, I talk to every single day, almost every day, at least. But with someone like Eth Goes Boom, we're friends and we just don't happen to talk every day. But we all run in the same circles, so we all kind of know who we are. I mean, those guys are big and huge, and so of course everyone knows who they are, but the fact that they know who I am is kind of cool. Poised, though. Poised. Gotta show some love for Poised. Poised is the man, though. Poised is one of my absolute favorite YouTubers on this platform. Oh, he's a funny dude. All right, I'm gonna go for like 9 more minutes. I'm gonna go for 9 more minutes because I'm getting hungry, man. Guess who are the 3 YouTubers I watch at least every day? Probably me, which I appreciate if you're throwing some love my way. Maybe like Omar Sabali. I love, maybe Poised. I did say 10 more minutes a while ago, but if you paid attention, you would said, "Oh, I'll probably live stream a little bit more." So it's not like I didn't know that, or I wasn't paying attention. So I covered it. I said, "Oh, we'll probably continue a little longer," and then I said, "Oh, we'll probably end it at 3 hours and 30 minutes just to round it out." All right, that sounds good, Eric, bro. Awesome, yeah. Corey Kenshin, 8-Bit Ryan, awesome dudes, hilarious dudes too, especially Corey especially, and then 8-Bit Ryan. 8-Bit Ryan is editing goals. His editing is fantastic. I think he does his own editing, doesn't he? We might have to end it at 600 Stuffling encounters. I would love to get competitive for Smash. I mean, not until like I started looking into fighting games that I realized that, oh, Smash is actually a competitive game. What's the name of the remix music? This is Ice Cap Zone, which is a Sonic song remix. I would love to be a competitive battler in Smash Bros. I would like to get good. I'm not bad, but I mean I could definitely be better. Come on, Stufful. What are you doing to me? Why are you being a butt? Why wouldn't you shine for me? Stufful won't shine for me. Favorite Mario game? Probably Super Mario 64 on the DS, specifically. Took the Game Theorist 11 hours to do Fran Bow? What? That's crazy long. Did they get stuck? Like, that's a very long time. That's a very long series then. I don't know if I'll get to that anytime soon. Yeah, 64 DS is a very good game. Because they took the original N64 game and improved on it so well. They did such a good job with it. Where do I get the list of songs? These songs are by Glitch X City. If you go to YouTube and type in Glitch X City, those are the songs that I am playing. I'm gonna go ahead and recycle here. I mean, heck, the 64 DS was like remastered from the ground up. So it was a good game, good game. GG. Alright, we're probably gonna go 5 more encounters over here and then see where we end up over here. So we're going 5 more encounters, baby. 5 more. 5 more. 5 more stuff. Oh, sorry, bad joke. Y'all know what I referenced, right? $5 foot long. That was a great marketing campaign. It was catchy. And it was only $5 for a foot-long sandwich, which is a great deal. Oh my god, do I want a meatball sub? I think I want a meatball sub from Subway now. What time is it? Yeah, they're still open. For sure. Okay, now I'm getting a meatball sub. Not the healthiest thing, but probably a little healthier than a burrito. Making those healthy choices, even though it's not all that healthy. Love Subway. Ah, the best marketing campaign, The Legend 27. I don't think that was the best marketing campaign, because I can't remember what The Legend 27 was for. I don't remember the game at all. I do not remember. All I remember is The Legend 27. And so it's a great meme, but what was that for? What was The Legend 27 for? I remember it was for like a game on your phone, but I can't remember. I cannot remember. It was one of those random mobile games. So I don't know how well the marketing campaign worked. Maybe at the time it worked, but I don't know. I can't remember. It's a great meme. It was like Legends of War. I don't know. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up after this. I'm gonna look it up now. Oh, Game of War. It was a Game of War? Yeah, it was Game of War. It was Game of War. Back when, like, there were, like, tons and tons and tons of Game of War ads. We're gonna go, oh my goodness, Pallet is almost about to pass out. Almost about to be knocked out. We are, gosh, 2 more encounters. 2 more encounters for both of these guys, alright? 2 more encounters, let's see how we do. See how we do, and after that we'll go raid someone, and then I'm gonna go get a Subway, and I am gonna go have an amazing sleep, because I gotta get up in the morning, and I have a meeting, so... yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, lucky number 600, let's see if we can squeeze out a shiny. Alright, 1 more encounter each. 1 more encounter each. 1 more encounter each. No for the Pikachu. Alright, Stufful, what you gonna do? You gonna help me out? You gonna pop out? You gonna shine? Are you gonna shine? Are you going to shine for me? Oh, All right, come on. What do we got? Ah! That's a big old nope! That's a big old nope. Alright, that's gonna be it for the shiny hunting for today. No shiny, man. Oh, man, I was feeling lucky today. I was feeling lucky. I am surprised that we did not have a shiny show up. Like, especially this guy over here. But that's okay, you know, because there's always another stream. There's always another, and we're gonna continue trying to find those two shinies. So we're gonna find someone to raid. If you guys are still feeling pretty good and you guys don't have any work tomorrow, we're gonna go raid someone and show them some love. I'm see if we can find anyone who's shiny hunting right now, or shiny hunting or live with Pokemon right now. I really want to support the Pokemon community. There is Jubilee Blaze. She has a lot of people watching her. Just looking for someone a little lower. Let's see here. Yeah, I was hoping one of my friends would be live streaming, but I guess not. Well, here's a guy doing a reverse giveaway. Shiny Pokemon distribution. I don't know if he's doing it legitimately. Hold on. Short-tempered. Oh, this person's shiny hunting Eevee. Oh, let's go. Let's show this person some love. He is shiny hunting Eevee right now. Oh, he's got a shiny Rayquaza too. Yeah, his name is Short-Tempered. Yeah, let's show him some love. I'm gonna type his thing into the chat. We're gonna raid him, say salmon raid, salmon squad, whatever you want to say. Be sure to send him some love, like his video, and then subscribe if you like his stuff. So, I hope everyone has an amazing night, and you know that's gonna be it for me. And we will pick up the shiny hunt in the future in a few days. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.